Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of DrDelay Calling Games. I, of course, am DrDelay, and we've got Wyoming at San Diego in this Mountain West matchup. Wyoming is 4-4, 2-2 in the Mountain West, whereas San Diego State is 6-1 and 3-0 in the Mountain West. So, yes, I'm very sorry, Wendy. Unfortunately, pretty much everybody. I know I shouldn't look at it this way, but pretty much like all the traffic is heading to like just a few channels when it comes to baseball. So a lot of the smaller channels have really gotten hit a lot. So yeah, just I shouldn't look at it that way, but I do. Unfortunately, I have to look at the analytics and just the future of the channel. So yeah, no, the analytics was very poor for the last game. Unfortunately, it's sad. But, of course, again, I'm excited for next year. I'm definitely ready to get back into that. But, yes, we got some Mountain West football. So, Wyoming, again, they're 4-4. Started off the season 2-0. Akron and Northern Iowa winning those games 10-0 and 31-7. Losing to Utah 31-6. Losing to Colorado 37-20. And then losing to UNLV 31-17. They did bounce back and beat San Jose State 35-28. Then they lost to Air Force 24-21. Then they shut out Colorado State 28-0. So yeah, it has been an up and down year, though they have won the two of the last three games. And then as for San Diego State, they are a team that is on the rise. They are fighting for that, I guess, group of five spot. And right now they believe they are a team that can represent the group of five in the playoffs. Of course, winning 42-0 against Stony Brook, losing 36-13 to Washington State. They did defeat California 34-0, which I did cover that one. I couldn't believe it. They were just all over California. They beat Northern Illinois 6-3. They beat Colorado State 45-24. They beat Nevada 44-10, and they beat Fresno State 23-0. So right now the game is supposed to start right now. Unfortunately, we're still in the 2-minute warning over here in this game, and then as soon as that one is done, then I will be able to have coverage. I can, I guess, see if I can find it on my phone real quick. But yeah, I know it's kind of weird and kind of lame that they aren't cutting away from this one. This is a blowout. Liberty up 59-30. So let's see if I can find it. I figured this game would already be over by now, but it's not. I don't know why they're not cutting it away, but they are. You know, that's just the way it is, I guess. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they're saying, oh, yeah, you can go ahead and get the app real quick and download that and watch it. Like, okay. I don't know why you can't just cut away from this one. This one is over. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to, actually, at the moment. So, well, let's see here. Oh, my gosh. All this nonsense here. Can I skip this? Let's see if I can watch it, because I do have my TV provider. Okay, I get an ad. That's great. Liberty trying to score some more, so they hate us. Liberty does hate us, apparently. Hey, Doc, can't wait for this game. Yeah, I guess we have to, unfortunately, Caden. You got San Diego State winning by 21. Jeez. Yeah, well, I could see it. So, all right, I do have it on my phone. So, for now, I'm going to have to call on my phone. You guys really shouldn't notice a difference, or maybe, I mean, other than just looking at the screen. As, okay, they are taking a knee over here. Liberty. Wyoming's going to get the ball first. So, there you go. There's the answer to that one. Caden Anderson, again, completing about 60% of his passes. And, of course, I will try to get a field here, but I don't see a field for anybody. For either one, for CBS Sports in the ESPN. 1st and 10 at the 25. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, fires to his right. It's caught at the 27. He's immediately driven backwards. Forward progress will be a gain of 2. As they are shaking hands on the Liberty and Delaware screen here. So, again, they should take us out there. So that way I can actually focus on the screen. Just much better to watch it on a 32-inch screen rather than a 7-inch screen. You know, you guys would probably Probably would imagine so, too. Second 8 in the shotgun is Anderson. Anderson hands it off up the middle. Makes a guy miss. This is Harris at the 30 and tripped up at the 33-yard line. That's a nice gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 2 coming up for the Cowboys. All right, now see if we can find something here. Is this going to refresh? Okay, looks like we do have it. All right, there we go. We switched it over. That's beautiful. 3rd and 3. Anderson drops back, looking, fires down the left side. It is caught! And then immediately going out of bounds, but of course he will have the first down. That was Fitzgerald with the catch and run. And the Cowboys, just like that, are on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they are in San Diego State territory. Again, it's pretty much Wyoming looking to play spoiler at this point. Look forward to the game. I appreciate you, man. I do appreciate it. I try. Again, I'm sorry about what's happening on the screen. They literally don't have anything. Not even CBS Sports, which is where the game is on, as he hands it up to Harris up the middle, and he gets nothing. So we have a field with no... Yeah, I guess that's the best I can do. There we go. Hating on YouTube TV. Yeah, that's what I have. So I actually can't cover anything on ESPN or ABC at the moment. Saw a little bit of Sims last week. I did cover Wyoming versus Colorado State, and Sims was getting a little bit of action. So he's in the shotgun here. So it's 2nd and 9. Ball at the 43. And they better hurry. They only have 8 seconds. They better hurry. Sending a man in motion. Sims going to keep it himself at the middle. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, 25, 20. One man to beat at the 10. Brought down at the 5. Oh, they fake the jet sweep, and Sims takes it right up the middle, right up the guts. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Cowboys as they are driving. They are inside the 5. The San Diego State 5. My first game was the FIU and Missouri State. I told my friend, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. I try, man. I appreciate that. That's really cool. I'm okay, man. I don't know if I'm all that, but hey, I appreciate it. 1st and goal at the 5. Sims takes it up the middle, and he is going to get a couple as he's brought down at the 3-yard line. So they are just right there, moving up and down the field. So now it's 2nd and goal at the 3. Sims still in the game. Again, they've been mixing it up. Sims, Anderson. Sims has been more involved the last few weeks as they're trying to find some sort of spark here. Get this Wyoming offense going. 2nd and goal, ball at the 3. Sims in the shotgun. Sims going to keep it up the middle this time. Not much happening as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that was more of a good game, FIU and Missouri State. So, yeah, hopefully, again, we got a good game here tonight. That's all we can hope for. That's all we can hope for. All right, 3rd and goal here at the 3. Sims is in the pistol. Sims takes a snap, moving to his right, dumps it off to the running back. He's at the goal line, extending, touchdown, Wyoming Cowboys. Oh, man, just a little toss here to Scott. And Scott able to extend and break the plane. The Cowboys now lead, going right up and down the field on their opening drive. Very nice stuff there. Very good looking drive there for the Cowboys. It says it's 3rd rushing touchdown. That is not accurate because that was a pass. So we're pending the extra point here. Wyoming just looking really good on the opening drive. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 7-0 Wyoming. Leading San Diego State. Looking to play spoiler. A little spoiler here maybe. I'm not too sure. Look at that. Landon Sims, have a day, sir. 7-0. Commercial break coming up. Yeah, your fan site describe. I appreciate it, man. Again, I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely the subs help for sure. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to. Again, sorry for the ESPN thing. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be really stupid. And apparently, CBS Sports doesn't even know the game is moving on. There we go. We might stay here because that might be more accurate. Although it says 0-0 on the score. It is 7-0. I want to make that perfectly clear. Anyone listening in, I have no control over, of course, what's happening on the scoreboard. Looking across the nation here, Georgia leading 24-20. They are at the 2-minute warning. Texas Tech all over Kansas State, 43-20. Pittsburgh looking pretty good, 35-13 over Stanford. Of course, well, okay, this might be actually pretty on because Liberty's already done. Okay, those game's already over. Wow, never mind. Yeah, I am in the past. All right, Virginia 24, California 21. Virginia looking to stay ranked. Arkansas 35, Mississippi State 28, and those games have all concluded. Okay, that's what I was wondering. So Pittsburgh's already won. Good stuff, Pittsburgh. Yeah, Georgia 24, Florida 20, Texas Tech 43, Kansas State 20, Pittsburgh 35, Stanford 20, Liberty 59, Delaware 30, Western Michigan 24, Central Michigan 21, Ohio State 38, Penn State 14, Indiana 55, Maryland 10, Texas 34, Vanderbilt 31, SMU over Miami 26-20, Notre Dame 25, Boston College 10, Louisville 28, Virginia Tech 16, West Virginia 45, Houston 35. So Houston, that's a damage to them for sure. Huge loss. We'll go over some more scores a little bit later. So again, it is 7-0 Wyoming. This thing is just now catching up, and I've even refreshed it too. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm in the future. I don't know. I doubt that. But yes, it is 7-0 Wyoming and San Diego State. We're working our way back here to San Diego, where again Wyoming leads 7-0, and San Diego again a lot to play for. Again, they want to keep it going. They want to keep this playoff bid alive. A lot on the line for them, and yeah, they got to knuckle down and beat the Cowboys to keep it going. Again, they go 11-1, and of course win the conference championship. That's a huge thing. Being 12-1, that would for sure get them in the playoff. As there's the kickoff fielded at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20. Bounces outside at the 25, and he's brought down at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Aztecs will take over around the 30-yard line. We'll see what's happening here for San Diego State. Looks like it's Denegal going to be starting here for San Diego State. 64% completion percentage there. 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 picks. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Aztecs at the 30 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Denegal hands it off up the middle, and Wyoming all over him as he's only going to get a couple there. Brought down after 2 yards. That was actually not a bad run considering he was contacted almost immediately. Lucky Sutton, the running back, 660 yards on the season. 7 touchdowns. He's been pretty good. Pretty good, averaging about 5 yards a carry. A little bit more than that, actually. 2nd and 8 at the 32 in the shotgun. Denegal drops back. Looking. Fires down the left side. It's caught. He's at the 50 and is brought down at the 47-yard line. That is a brand new set of downs for the Aztecs. So just like that, 2 plays, and they crossed the 50. It's kind of like the Cowboys took them 3 plays, but yeah, no, they had a nice pass across the 50. San Diego saying, hey, we can do that as well. 1st and 10 at the 47. Denegal in the shotgun. Play action, looking, fires. It's in and out of the hands of the receiver at the 40. Napier with the drop. Showing here, Denegal Come back last week against Fresno State. And with a little bit of an injury, but he seems okay for now. 2nd and 10 ball at the 47 in the shotgun. And Enegal hands it off up the middle as he crosses the 45, brought down at the 44-yard line. I believe that was Lucky Sutton again on the carry. So 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Aztecs. Can't afford a loss. It would be a killer for their hopes. Sending a man in motion. In the shotgun is Denegal. They need to get to the 37-yard line for a brand new set of downs. Denegal drops back, looking over the middle. Now under duress, moving to his right. Fires, and he's just going to throw it away. Pass intended for some cheerleaders, I guess. But that's not necessarily who you want to throw it to in this situation, as that'll make it 4th down. Wyoming, again, they have a underrated defense. If you don't really know much about them, they have a pretty good defense considering the points they've allowed and stuff like that. And, of course, they did shut out Colorado State last week. So San Diego will be punting it away. And that's going to be down at the 3. Oh, great special teams coverage. Oh, what a catch. Another commercial break. 7-0 is your score. Again, Wyoming with the lead, and they'll have the ball back. Super Bowl prediction is Colts and Lions. Colts and Lions. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I buy the Colts. I understand they look good. Of course, the Steelers, we play them tomorrow. I don't know. That would be shocking to me if the Colts were to make it. Lions, I can see happening. I'm still going to hold strong with my Bills and Packers, but I mean, if the Colts, of course, keep it up, hey, why not? And the Lions, of course, are definitely a top team in the NFC. So, yeah, I could see that, Caden. I could see that. It just would be, again, the Colts. That would be a heck of a run. That means they'd probably have to beat the Chiefs. They'd probably have to beat the Bills. They may see the Ravens on the way. Of course, the Patriots are looking good. You never know the Steelers, but the Steelers in the playoffs. We've been kind of pathetic last few years. Last 8 years, to be exact. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Let me go and refresh this. Make sure we're all good here. We are, yes. Virginia looking like they will move to 8-1 over California. Or Cal, I should say. Arkansas 35, Mississippi State 31. I didn't realize Arkansas was 2-6. That's not good. South Carolina looking to play spoiler against Ole Miss 7-0. Michigan again, and Michigan and Purdue 0-0 there. Arizona 7, Colorado nothing. Not much football happening at the moment. Is Jonnu Smith going to score tomorrow? I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'm going to say no, and he probably will. I don't know. That's my luck. The Chiefs making the playoffs. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know. That's a tough one there. I mean, the Chiefs are kind of rolling again. I don't know. Upset of the day, Fresno State beat the snot out of Boise on the Bluefeet. I need to look at that. Wow. That's crazy, Steve. Man, well, yeah, like I said, the group of 5 spot is wide open. Keys the game offense for Wyoming. Sunshine Pocket, keep them away. Defense, rise from the grave on 3rd down for San Diego State. Protect the pumpkin, which I guess is the ball. And then for defense, hunt the red zone. I'm assuming these are all Halloween themed because I was definitely confused on the first few. All right, 1st and 10 here at the 4. Looks like Anderson is back in the game. He is in the shotgun. Again, Sims kind of took over the drive once they got into San Diego territory. Chiefs are making the playoffs. Yeah, I agree. It would be hard for me. I just can't. I can't imagine where they don't. As he hands it off and he spins forward, but nothing doing there as the Aztecs are all over Kelman. Again, Wyoming have a bunch of running backs. They a lot of talented backs, but they don't really get to show off what they can do. Sometimes the offensive line will kind of look like that, and they will get just blown up. Favorite NHL team? Penguins, for sure. 2nd and 9 here for the Cowboys as Anderson is under center. 2 receivers, the right tight ends in tight. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he can't get anything. He's dropped behind the line. That's a loss on the play. Actually, I'm going to say he got a yard on the last one. He's going to lose it right back. So 3rd and 10. We have an injured Aztec. We have an injured Aztec on the field. Latuli, I believe, is what I'm seeing there. So I'm not too sure how he is, but he does have the green dot, so that's always a big thing. Boo, Red Wings better. I guess in 2007 or 2008 they were that one time, yeah. I don't know how they are now. Moneyline bet, that's all up to you, man. I don't want to be the reason you lose money. Don't want to be the reason you lose money. So, yes, there is an injury timeout. Looks like they are stepping away. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And, of course, don't be a stranger. Again, try to comment if you'd like to. I tried to respond to as many people as I possibly can. It's on CBS Sports Network. That is the play there. Yeah, they won't be showing it on this game. I assure you they will not be showing here on YouTube. I assure you that. That ain't happening for sure. But good luck. But yeah, it's on CBS Sports Network. And if you can't find it, I got you covered with the play-by-play. This is what we do here on YouTube. We call it 7-0 is the score there, boom. I believe I do have 2 scoreboards up there, but normally I'd be a little bit more, they're usually stepping away from the phone. However, you had to look at the phone or TV in order to really type that. So that was interesting there. Crosby is overrated. There are rumors that he's either retiring or to get traded. Well, I don't think he's getting old. He's not going to retire during the season there, Caden. No, Crosby's great. He's still great. Crosby is a assist king. He does it all. He does it all. So, yes, we are in an injury timeout. If you're wondering what's happening here, I think it was Latuli for San Diego State. He was the one that was shaken up. It's going to be 3rd and 10 whenever we do come back. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. Again, I'll be back Sunday for Steelers, Colts, Jaguars, Raiders, and then, of course, the Sunday night game with the Seahawks and the Redskins. So we are back in San Diego. Again, it's 7-0. Wyoming with the ball. It's going to be about a 3rd and 10 at their own 4. You like the Penguins over the Capitals? Oh, well, yeah, of course you have to. Penguins, man, they're usually pretty good. Again, last few years haven't really been that great. Looks like, yeah, his right leg. Ooh. All right, 3rd and 10. Anderson hands it off, trying to make a few guys miss, reversing field, but isn't able to get much. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. The Aztecs are all over the run game right now. Interesting there. 3rd and 10, you elect to run it. Didn't even try to throw it at all. That's tough. You need a streaming that to work. I don't know what that even means. Good luck. You ain't going to find it on YouTube, I assure you. CBS does not. They lock it down. CBS Sports Network, they lock it down. As looks like there's another penalty. And that is false start. It's going to be half the distance. That'll back them up by 2. Utah's doing better since they moved. Oh, the Mammoth, yeah. Oh, yeah, like Arizona, for some reason, they couldn't play there. But up in Utah, they are. All right, here is the punt. Bouncing at the 40. It's at the 50. Picked up as he's at the 45 and pushed out of bounds at the 43. So San Diego State with some pretty good field position, but there is another flag just like that. Ooh, this will be interesting. I think it's going to be against Wyoming, and I think they're going to decline it based on what I just saw. Or maybe not. I don't know. They're discussing it still. Again, San Diego State ball. Of course, we're pending this penalty. All the referees are clearly having some communication issues. I don't know what's going on here. What's up, Raider? How's it going? You're the man. Yeah. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully in 24 hours, the Raiders, for your sake, of course, win. Chop block. Oh, on San Diego State. Pardon me. No, wait. No, you got it wrong. Personnel chop block. 24 on the return for. Wow. And then there's a unsportsmanlike conduct on Wyoming and San Diego. Those offset. Okay, that was a rough one there, but so that should. I'm assuming that's going to back them up 15. If I had to guess, I don't know. That should, because again, there was 2, but I don't know. Usually it depends. It's random when they do offsetting and not. I guess because that one was during the play, that will probably hold. Steelers are a retirement home in the NFL. I mean, possibly. This year for sure. I guess I could agree. But hey, those retirees are over 500. So those old guys they know how to play ball. 1st and 10 at the 35 in the shotgun. Denegal hands it off. No, he's going to keep it on the RPO, and it's going to slide at the 39. He got hit, and there was no foul. That was a hit by Thomas. Denegal's like, hey, what the heck? I was sliding, gave myself up. I'd like to see this again. Well, he was already committing to the tackle. I mean, if it were Mahomes, though, that would have definitely been 15. In Game 7, sadly, the Dodgers, but I hope the Blue Jays win. 2nd and 8, handing it off up the middle as he crosses the 40, and that's pretty much it. As a group of Cowboys bring him down after a gain of 3. Streaming the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't think we'll get killed. We're not going to get killed. I think it'll actually be an exciting game, Colts-Steelers, for sure. Colts defense isn't all that great. I think it could be a good one. Ravens are disappointing this year. Well, not anymore. They're going to be fine. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 40. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. In the shotgun is Denegal. Denegal drops back, looking to his left. Moving, fires. It is caught at the 44, extending. Did he get there? And he did not. Yeah, he's going to be a yard short. Interesting. He did extend his hand. Oh, no, he was out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds before he extended. Good stuff there by the ref to make sure. Got the right call there. There is the punt. And that is going to bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone. So Wyoming will take over at their own 20. Another commercial break coming up. 7-0 Wyoming leading over San Diego State with 4:29 left to go. CFL BC Lions 27 Stamps 21. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not much of a CFL guy. Gonna leave. Thanks. Hey, appreciate you, Caden, for stopping on by. Appreciate you for stopping by. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. It is completely free. You don't have to pay a dime to do so. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Did Boise beat Fresno? I heard Fresno beat Boise, but let's actually check. I have actually yet to visually confirm that, but I am gonna believe my guy. No, Fresno State all over Boise State, 30-7. Look at that. That is crazy. Boise got blown out. Yeah, that is pretty wild. So Boise State, they're done. They're not going. I doubt they go. I doubt they are going to be the best. Group of 5. Western Michigan again over Central Michigan 24-21. Kansas over Oklahoma State 38-21. Louisiana over South Alabama 31-22. Old Dominion 31. UL Monroe 6. And again, Fresno State over Boise State 30-7. Western Kentucky 35. New Mexico State 16. Liberty 59. Delaware 30. Pittsburgh 35. Stanford 20. Minnesota 23. Michigan State 20. New Mexico 40, UNLV 35, East Carolina 45, Temple 14, Arizona State 24, Iowa State 19, Buffalo 28, Bowling Green 3, North Texas 31, Navy 17. Navy loses their first game. Army over Air Force 20-17, UConn 38, UAB 19, Baylor 30, UCF 3. Duke over Clemson, 46-45. Illinois, 35. Rutgers, 13. West Virginia, 45. Houston, 35. Louisville, 28. Virginia Tech, 16. Texas Tech, 43. Kansas State, 20. Notre Dame, 25. Boston College, 10. SMU, 26. Miami, 20. Texas, 34. Vanderbilt, 31. And Georgia over Florida, 24-20. And we're back. So, 1st and 10 here at the 20. Crazy after San Diego State blanked Fresno. Hey, man, on any given day, you never know. You never know how it can work. In the shotgun, 2 receivers right, tight ends in tight. Anderson hands it off to Kelman. Kelman plows his way forward for a gain of 5. So, Kelman letting Stanley know, hey, I just ran you over. Now he's letting another guy know, hey, I ran him over. You'll be next. I mean, I'm assuming that's what they're saying. Probably not. Not even close. As it's 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys. In the shotgun is Anderson. 2 receivers to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Anderson awaiting the snap. Anderson drops back. They're sending the blitz. Fires over the middle. It is intercepted. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, 35, 30, and pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Yep, Anderson felt the heat, and he just let it fly. Unfortunately for him, it found an Aztec who had an entourage beside him, and they were guiding him all the way before he was eventually pushed out of bounds. Can you do a Buckeyes game? I'm sure I'll do the playoffs for sure. I'm sure I'll do plenty of them in the playoffs. And, you know, the championship games, I'm sure I might do it. I don't know. Depends. Again, those guys are usually on YouTube illegally, so it's pretty hard to cover them. Oh, yeah, remember, any given day. Do you think Georgia Tech wins today with 0 losses? Georgia Tech. Who are they playing again? Wasn't it? Well, let me look after this. 1st and 10 at the 24. In the shotgun is Denegal. 2 receivers to the right, to 1 to the left. Drops back, looking to his left. Now to his right. Fires. It's caught. It's a screen. He's at the 20, the 15. Breaks a tackle at the 10. He's at the 5. Diving. Touchdown. San Diego State Aztecs. Oh, wow, he was under heavy pressure, but then it's a screen. It all set it up for him. Byron Cardwell Jr. takes it to the house, and they're an extra point away from tying it up. Let's see here. Georgia Tech and NC State. I mean, they should win. I mean, I would say so, but I mean, again, with all the craziness that happens on any given day, the random upset bug can hit any other team. I don't know. I feel like Georgia Tech is a team that could just randomly lose to a bad team. The extra point is up, and he just snuck it in. 7-7 is your score with 3:32 left to go in the first. Aztecs too strong. They're pretty good. But despite all that, it's still a tie game, and that's what matters at the end of the day, the score. Not who's better, but who was better on November 1st. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, this is the channel for you. Again, when it comes to college football, I really do target games that might not receive the same amount of coverage by other streamers or streams. So, that's pretty much why I'm covering this game. So, yeah, there you go. Of course, I am doing another one after this. Doing back-to-back games, Hawaii and San Jose State. So it'll be a late night. Late night there, 9:30 Eastern kickoff. And that one, 8:30 Central Time. And I guess 6:30 on the West Coast. You'll be like, appreciate you, man. Definitely helps the channel, Deacon. Appreciate you. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. As there is the kickoff, and that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. So again, the Cowboys' first drive went right down the field. Again, they switched out from Anderson to Sims like halfway through, and then, it really started clicking. And then, of course, they left Anderson in. Didn't really work out. Left Anderson again. Threw a pick. Now they're bringing out Anderson once more. Streaming another game tomorrow besides Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, I got 3 games tomorrow, man. Right after the Steelers-Colts, I got Jaguars and the Raiders. Calling that one. And then the Sunday night game, as always. 1st and 10, Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends in tight. Anderson hands it off up the middle. This is Harris. Harris totes it 3 yards after he's brought down by, I believe, Chambliss. I want to say, Chambliss on the tackle. You on Twitter? Yeah. I'll probably get canceled when people find that Twitter for sure. But yeah, no, I am on Twitter. 2nd and 7, Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, tight ends in tight. Anderson hands it off to Harris. Harris bouncing it outside, cuts inside, and is brought down at the 30 after a gain of 2. So again, they're really trying to make this run game work. So far, I mean, other than when Sims has had, ran the ball, it hasn't worked. Can you post the link? Yeah, I'm sure I can. A little bit later. In the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. He had a guy open in the middle. And again, Anderson, when he feels a little bit of pressure, it is not good. It is not good. And Wyoming, once again, will have to punt it away. And this is kind of what San Diego State wanted. Again, like, obviously the first drive wasn't good as there was a punt, but Wyoming has just been unable to move the ball. I mean, that's really Wyoming's thing. And San Diego State calling a timeout. That's interesting. That's very interesting there. I don't know why they called timeout. Damon, let's go Wyoming. Yeah, I mean, they were looking all right earlier. Not necessarily lately. Aztecs will open this game up. Yeah, and, that is something that's may be happening because, again, Wyoming has struggled the last few drives. And Anderson, again, whenever he feels pressure, it is rough. This is like my 5th time covering a Wyoming game. 2nd time San Diego State. I actually covered the San Diego State California game. That was a shocker to me. I was like, man, San Diego State. San Diego State might be pretty good. I mean, they just abused California. Fielded at the 15. He's at the 20, the 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And it's Napier with the return. And Aztec football whenever. Well, actually, no. We're not going to cut away to commercial. We'll stay right here. Yeah, that was a shutout. They shut out Cal. I couldn't believe it. And then Wyoming, they've been very hit and miss. San Diego State blew out Cal and Fresno State. Yeah, no, they're good. San Diego State's good. I mean, I feel like Wyoming can do something here, but they're going to need their offense to eat up some of the clock here. They can't have 3 and outs. 1st and 10, Denegal, play action. Drops back, steps up, fires over the middle. It is caught at the 45 on the other side of the 50. And that is a first down for the Aztecs. 29-yard play. Mikey Walsh with the catch. Now, they might review this. They may review it. Oh, I feel like they may review it. 1st and 10, we'll see. Denegal trying to get the play. Oh, and they're going to review it. He was trying. They were trying to hustle. Thanks for doing this. It's impossible to get these games in Canada. Go Aztecs. Hey, appreciate you. SR. Hey, I try. Oh, Wyoming defense need to step up this game. They do. Yeah, you are correct. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing all right, Scott. How are you doing? Consistency is critical, though. Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, that's number one, really. Unless you're consistently bad, then yeah. But yeah, I mean, ooh, yeah. Again, that's a tough one. I could see it being overturned, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was upheld because that was the call on the field. Because the ball does kind of hit the ground. Dodgers or Jays, who you got, man? I'm realistically the Dodgers. I'm pulling for the Blue Jays. I'm kind of a traitor to America for this series. But yeah, I have to go with the Jays. Or I have to go with the Dodgers probably going to win tonight. But I'm pulling for the Blue Jays. Again, we're still in a review. San Diego State just completed a 29-yard pass, but the ball did kind of hit the ground. So that's what they're looking at. Again, the ball hits the ground. The call on the field was a catch. I could see either one. I could see them saying, well, you kind of had control. And after a review, the ball hit the ground. It's incomplete. And it's now 2nd down, so that wipes away a 29-yard catch by Walsh. That's a tough one. You're doing very well. That's good. That's great. Man, pulling for Wyoming. Yeah. Wyoming, again, they opened up the scoring here, 7-0 on the opening drive. 3 drives later, they have not looked good. That was an anomaly, apparently. But we'll see. Plenty of football left. 2nd and 10. San Diego State in the shotgun. Denegal sending a man in motion. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Play action. Heavy pressure. Fires. Oh, it's dropped. He was crunched anyway. Stolzatz with the big hit. The ball was loose, but he made sure that wasn't being caught. Now it's 3rd and 10 coming up for the Aztecs. Getting ready to go over to my buddy JJ, and I will make sure to tell him, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, tell JJ I said hi. Thank you again. If you guys do want to listen to the World Series, feel free to follow Scott there to play-by-play with JJ. Does a great job at calling baseball. 3rd and 10 at the 25 in the shotgun. Denegal drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 33. That was caught by Walsh. He's asking for a flag because there was a lot of contact prior to him catching it. Denegal can't believe it. He's looking for it. The coach is looking for it. They're all irate. He is not happy. So no call, no foul, and San Diego State will have to punt it yet again. Interesting. As here is the punt. That's fielded at the 20, and that is fair caught by, I believe, by Coonan. I thought it was Conan, but it was not. Hurricanes are done. SMU still playing a factor in playoffs as spoilers. Yeah, 3 losses. They're not getting in, but yeah, they could spoil. Yeah, I thought SMU would kind of make another run again this year, but that was not the case. But yeah, no, I mean, they're 6-3, 5-3, 6-3. So I mean, they can win out, go 9-3. That's still a respectable bowl for sure. All right, 1st and 10 here for Wyoming. It's been a long first quarter. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left to 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. It's a touch pass. And he is tripped up behind the line. DeBlanc just can't find anything. There's just no blocking for Wyoming. To be honest, I mean, it's just Wyoming. They don't know how to block. I'm going to stream the Utah game. I want to, man, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and go with Hawaii and San Jose State. I want to, though, so bad. 2nd 11, and he hands it off up the middle, and Scott can't go anywhere as he gets the line of scrimmage and nothing more, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7 Wyoming and San Diego State. Nearly all of America is rooting for the Blue Jays. Oh, yeah, no, we're all traitors, I know. We're kind of tired of the Dodgers. Yeah. It is what it is, I guess. Dodgers probably win, though. They are the bad guys, and they just win. That's what they do. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, definitely subscribe. Again, I'll be back tomorrow as well for some NFL action. Of course, my Steelers and Colts, they face off in the early window. Then Jaguars, Raiders right after that. And then, of course, the Sunday night game, Seahawks and the Redskins. Both teams were in the throwbacks. That'll be pretty fun. After this one, again, I'll be doing Hawaii and San Jose State. So hopefully that one is a good game. That'll be one of 2 games happening in the later window. Cincinnati and Utah. Yeah, again, I would do it. I can't do it. I would, but I cannot because I'm part of the YouTube TV thing. So yeah, it's a GG's. Monday Night Football is in kind of that's a little scary. I feel like by then they'll figure it out, but man, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. But, Wake Forest, Florida State 0-0 there. Washington State, Oregon State 0-0. Kentucky and Auburn 0-0. Nebraska leading USC 7-0. Nebraska, both those, that's an elimination game right there. Again, both teams with 2 losses. Oklahoma, Tennessee, that's another elimination game. That's 0-0 there. Georgia Tech and NC State 7-7. Arizona leading Colorado 17-0. Michigan 7, Purdue 0. Ole Miss 10, South Carolina 7. That's what's happening in the college football world. And, of course, which I can actually go ahead and I'll switch back to MLB.com because that'll give you the actual that there, right here. We'll make sure to check in on the World Series whenever we can. Los Angeles is not the USA, believe me. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. That's fair. Yeah. But still, I mean, it is what it is. I guess we can let Canada have one. But again, I feel like the Dodgers going to win regardless. And of course, feel free again to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible, folks. I really do. The chat is very important. It is. It is definitely a big part of the channel. So, again, if you just want to talk about the game, talk about other stuff happening in the sports world or whatever, definitely chat down below. Again, I really try to respond to everybody if I can. All right, we're back here in San Diego. Again, Wyoming will have the ball. It's about 3rd and 10 from their own 20. Again, they just can't do anything since their first drive. That's what their coach is talking about here on the sideline. Well, I thought we were about to cut back to the game. There we go. All right, 3rd and 10. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. Anderson in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Anderson drops back. Way back. Moving to his right is Anderson. Anderson keeping his eyes. Throws. It is caught. Did he keep his feet in bounds? Oh, what a catch by Fitzgerald. Looking like Larry Fitzgerald out there on the sideline. Michael Fitzgerald with the catch. Keeping his feet in bounds. Great catch. First down. They're hurrying it up. 1st and 10 at the 35. Anderson, play action. Fires. It is caught. Sliding down, did he hold on is the question. Sargent did not. It looked like he had an easy catch, and then all of a sudden you see the ball roll away. I'm like, there's no way. He dropped it, and he did. And now Landon Sims coming in again. He kind of finished that opening drive and looked, again, it looked pretty good. Wyoming looked pretty good there. So we'll see what happens here. 2nd and 10. Sims in the shotgun. Sims hands it off. This is Harris. Harris only gets a yard. As the Aztecs are just flying to the ball. You can tell they have speed and a lot of tenacity, really. They are just flying to the ball whenever it's a run play. Really, the only time Wyoming's had any success running the ball has been with Sims. And again, he hasn't really been in the game much. So 3rd and 9 here for Wyoming. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. I believe Anderson is back in the game. Anderson drops back, sending 5, throws. It is tipped up in the air, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. Of course, he fell down as he caught it, so it's going to be at the 36. And Anderson has just thrown his 2nd interception of the day. And maybe you start seeing more Sims here full-time, but that is just unfortunate. McDougal with the pick. Wow. The receiver was just locked up, too. There was no chance. McDougal wasn't even covering him. Just made a great play. So it's going to be San Diego State ball at the 36 of Wyoming. As Anderson's going to look at the iPad or whatever they're called. I feel like old saying that because I know that's not what they use. 1st and 10 at the 36 in the shotgun. As he hands it off up the middle, trying to break free, and kind of does as he's brought down at the 30. Lucky Sutton on the carry. Again, he has over 600 yards on the year, only 13 yards today. Just averaging over 3 yards a carry, looking to get something going. That was a good start. 2nd and 4 here at the 30. Then a goal, changing it up. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, tight end in tight. Then a goal, changing it up again. Denegal. It's going to hand it off to Sutton. Denegal going out to block, and it works as he gets another 6, and Lucky Sutton with another first down. Denegal again going out there to block. That's always good to see. You like to see that. Look at that. That was a key blocking. Again, that led to a first down. So 1st and 10 at the 24 in the pistol. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Denegal hands it off. This time not going anywhere. Sutton is dropped in the backfield. That's a loss on the play. Loss of about 2. As this time Wyoming said enough of that. San Diego averaging 184 yards on the ground. Tonight, they only have 17 yards, so that is something we'll keep an eye on going forward. 2nd and 12, Denegal in the shotgun. Denegal hands it off up the middle. This is Sutton. Sutton powering forward to the 20 and brought down around the 18. That's a good run. And that makes it 3rd and manageable for the Aztecs. Good blocking there by San Diego. Moving quickly here. Hands it off to Sutton. And he runs into a pile. Kind of moves forward. Crossing the 15-yard line. It's going to be 4th down, though. 4th and 1 for the Aztecs now. Decision time for them. So it's 4th and 1. Sims and Anderson have a little chat there on the sideline. Hey, Anderson, I'm going to take your job soon if you don't stop throwing picks. I think that's what they said. I could be wrong on that. This is Gabriel Placencia. He's made 96% of his kicks. Jeez, this guy's accurate. He's a lefty, too. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is just snuck it in. It's good. San Diego State takes the lead 10-7 with 10:52 left to go here in the second quarter. They'll step away. I, of course, will be right here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, this is the channel for you. Again, when it comes to college football, I'm trying to cover games that might not receive the same amount of coverage as other college football games. So, hopefully, you guys like the sound of that. This is my second San Diego State game of the year. Again, I covered the one with Cal. And actually, I think this is my 5th Wyoming game. I've actually covered them quite a bit on the channel. Hit and miss when it comes to covering them. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll check out the scores from across the nation real quick. Let's see here. Ole Miss 10, South Carolina 7. Let me actually refresh this real quick. It had been a while. Looks like it was refreshed there. Ole Miss 10. South Carolina 7, Michigan 7, Purdue 6, Arizona 17, Colorado 7, Georgia Tech 7, NC State 7, Nebraska 7, USC nothing, Kentucky nothing, Auburn nothing, zeros in Oregon State as they're hosting Washington State. Same thing with Florida State with Wake Forest, and Tennessee leading 7-0 over Oklahoma. Again, that is pretty much an elimination game there as well. Arkansas State and Troy. I'm sure all you guys really excited about that one. That one is starting very, very soon. Of course, the big game tonight for college football, Cincinnati and Utah. Utah loses. They're pretty much done. Cincinnati looking to keep their undefeated Big 12 streak intact. And that's a tough place to play. So we'll see how that goes. And, of course, in the MLB world for Game 7, it has yet to start. So we'll keep you up to date whenever that is playing. We're back here in San Diego State. Last year, 3-9. Not looking good for San Diego State, but this year, just looking very good. Again, they're 6-1. Last year, they allowed 29.6 points a game. Completely flipped the script. They are only allowing 10 points a game this year. They didn't have a single shutout from 2020 to 2024. This year they have 3. So San Diego State is just a team on the rise. And again, could make, could make some noise. Sean Lewis turned it around at Kent State, though that was short-lived. Of course, here he is, changing it up here in San Diego State. As there is the kickoff, and that is going to be booted in the end zone for a touchback in Wyoming. We'll take over. Again, the doubleheader, of course, tomorrow for CBS. I, of course, will be doing a triple header on my channel. Colts, Steelers, Raiders, Jaguars, and then, of course, the Seahawks and the Redskins tomorrow night. So hopefully that'll be fun. Hopefully the Bills win, but, probably won't happen. They usually win the regular season. All right, Anderson in the pistol. Sends a man in motion as he takes a snap, hands it off. This is Kelman, and Kelman again just can't find anything going. Kelman, Scott Harris on the ground. It just doesn't work. Definitely want to look at the halftime stats if this keeps up. I mean, it might be like 2 yards a rush for those guys, if that. Again, Sims has 13 rushes, or we. 13 yards to carry is Anderson moving to his right. Moving, fires. It is tipped up in the air, and it is almost intercepted again. Anderson again has thrown 2 picks already, and he has got to take better care of the ball. But to be honest with you, San Diego State, they are flying to the ball. They are just everywhere. Anderson again, 4 for 9, 38 yards. Not good. 3rd and 8, ball at the 32. They need to get to the 40 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the right, tight end and tight to the left. Anderson drops back. Moving to his right, fading way back. He's at the 5, the 10, throws. It is out of bounds, incomplete. San Diego State is just all over Anderson and the offensive line. They can't get anything going. Looking at the coverage here, wow. I mean, he kind of had a guy open. Man, yeah, this is tough. Anderson's kind of smiling. He just can't believe it. So Wyoming will punt it yet again, as here is the punt. Almost blocked. And that's going to bounce. Oh, fields it at the 20, spin move, and at the 21. Oh, and there's a late flag. He got shoved out of bounds. Sibomana with the shove, and that is pretty. That is just a. That's a tough 15. I mean, considering it was barely a push. All right, we're heading to commercial break yet again. Man. All right, yeah, it's 10-7. San Diego State leading over Wyoming. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. I do have a poll. Let me know what you're thinking there. San Diego State was favored by 10.5. Normally, I would just ask you straight up who's going to win. But San Diego State was the heavy favorite, so I went with the poll instead. Regardless, you guys still have San Diego State winning by 10.5. 37% of you guys have Wyoming covering the spread. Only losing by 10 or, of course, winning. So, yeah, let's see here what's happening again across the football world. Ole Miss 17, South Carolina 7, Michigan 7, Purdue 7, Arizona 24, Colorado 13, San Diego State 10, Wyoming 7. Of course, that's the game we're covering here. NC State taking the lead 14-7 over Georgia Tech. And again, any given day, you never know. Nebraska 7, USC nothing there in Auburn, nothing there in Oregon State, Florida State, Tennessee again leading 7-0 over Oklahoma, Arkansas State and Troy 0-0 in that one. In the MLB world, it is top of the first, literally the first. Yeah, Ohtani is literally coming to the plate in Game 7. Ohtani is pitching as well. Scherzer also pitching. Should have been Kershaw. Would have been pretty cool there. But they hate us. They don't want us to have a good time. So still in commercial break again, 10-7. It's been kind of a shock there. I mean, considering all that's happened, Wyoming still has more yards despite the lack of movement. Again, they really, I would say most of those yards, about 70% of those yards came on that first drive. So, yeah, and of course the turnovers are crucial. And, yeah, it's been rough for Wyoming since that first drive. San Diego State looks legit. All right. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 36. Denegal in the pistol, now moving his back to his side in the shotgun. Denegal hands it off up the middle as he will get a few. Tackled at the 34. That was Washington on the carry. Again, it's 10-7 here in San Diego State. 9:40 left to go here in the second quarter. San Diego State with the ball. As it's 2nd and 7, in the shotgun is Denegal. Denegal waiting the snap, drops back, play action, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 50. Still on his feet, but is dropped. And that is a first down. That is Brown with the catch. Donovan Brown with the catch. And, of course, an Aztec first down. Hurry up offense here. Play action. Denegal fires. It is caught at the 45. Cuts inside. Now bounces outside. Cuts inside again. And is brought down around the 41-yard line. A lot of Napier doesn't like something. What a Wyoming player did there. I'm not too sure, but pretty animated. They're moving fast. 2nd and 1. This is interesting here. Sending a man in motion. Oh, it's an interception. Oh, my goodness. The big lineman. What in the world kind of play was that? So let me go ahead and try to describe it here. So it was going to be kind of like there was only 3 linemen. Like all the other linemen were to the left. The jet sweep motion. The quarterback tosses it in front. It goes off the hand of the receiver and right into a lineman who was actually tripped up there by the receiver. So this is a pick. What are the odds of that happening? Oh, that's amazing. Let's go Wyoming, the only brown uniform I don't automatically hate. Well, they're wearing white today, but yeah, I got what you're saying. I actually like Wyoming's uniforms. They actually have really nice uniforms. The color schemes. Brown and yellow. It works for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. So do the Browns. The Browns also have, and it works. Obviously I don't like the Browns. As Sims is in at quarterback. He's going to keep it on the RPO. He's at the 45, the 40. Oh, at the 35, hits and brought down at the 34-yard line. Sims with a first down again. Sims has really been the only thing that's been working for Wyoming on offense. Sims has more yards than... Well, I guess that's not necessarily true. Looks like this froze over here, but yeah, no, this is pretty wild here. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35. Sims still in the game in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sims drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is incomplete off the hands of Durd Jr. Throws a little bit wobbly. Interesting. Man, honestly, Durd could have made the catch. Yeah, it was throw was a little bit out in front, though. It was going to be a tough catch, but that is a catchable ball. Had two hands on it, not fingers, hands. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun is Sims. Sims hands it off. This is Scott. And Scott is tripped up. Nice tackle there in the open field. Who is that? I'll try to get his name. Try to highlight the defense when I can after a good play. Can't tell you. Chambliss. That's right. Chambliss with the tackle. And now it's 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Want to get it a little bit closer. This would be about a 51-yard attempt. Sims in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. That is Durr. Hands it off to Scott, and Scott can't go anywhere. He gets back to line of scrimmage, and that's it. Again, it has been rough when the Cowboys try to run it with anyone but Sims. It just doesn't work. And they're leaving the offense on the field. This is interesting. Looks like, I don't know, they're leaving the offense on the field, but I don't know if they actually want to go for it. They're going to call a timeout with 6:26 left to go. Again, San Diego State leading 10-7 over Wyoming. Let's see here what's happening in the MLB world. I don't think we're cutting a commercial here. It's already been kind of a long, I mean, not necessarily a long half, but it's, you know. So it looks like it is 0-0 there in Toronto. 1 hit for the Dodgers, and that was Ohtani. I guess he had a leadoff single, but nothing doing after that. All right. Again, Wyoming has 76 rushing yards, but I feel like that's kind of misleading. Again, Sims has 52 of those yards, and he only has 4 carries. It has been rough. All right, they're going to go for the field goal here. This will be a 51-yard attempt. Man. Eric Sandvik. His long on the year is 40. This is man. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is no good. It's short. Sandvik again, you know, his long was from 40. It was on track. It just didn't have the leg, and it was, oh wow, literally about a 2 or 3 yards short. That's tough. All right, well, 6:20 left to go here. San Diego State leading 10-7. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you like the NFL, college football, this is the channel for you. Did my signature plus 1.5 over 1.5 Toronto, plus 1.5. Wait, timeout. Over 1.5 Toronto. Dodgers over 1.5. Reverse correlation parlay. This method has been my go-to all year. No good. It's short. Story of my life there. Yeah. Yep, just a few yards short. Just missed. It was on. It was like right down the middle. Just literally didn't have the distance. Ole Miss leading 17-7 over South Carolina. Michigan and Purdue 7-7 in that one. Arizona 24, Colorado 7. Let's see here. NC State 14, Georgia Tech 10, Nebraska 7, USC nothing. Kentucky and Auburn 0-0. Washington State, Oregon State 0-0. Florida State 7, Wake Forest nothing. Oklahoma and Tennessee tied at 7-7 there. I think I'm going to have to refresh that. 0-0 there, Arkansas State and Troy. Let's see. Yeah, it's still interesting. I don't know if that was wrong. I feel like that should be way more. I feel like it should be way more. Hope someday Wyoming gets a super fast scrambling quarterback like Johnny Manziel or Fran Tarkin. So with Wyoming having the highest altitude, they could invite any sea-level team and have a winning chance. So yeah, in theory, you are correct, Matthew. Didn't Josh Allen go to Wyoming? He did. He did go to Wyoming. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other NFL. I'm sure there have. You know, I know it's not like I'm trying to be, not insensitive, I guess, to the Wyoming alumni. I can't really recall many players that went to Wyoming, but yeah, Josh Allen would be the one. Interesting. Monster Mountain West. Who has pulled the biggest trick? Hawaii. Who is seeing ghosts? San Jose State. Who is scary good? New Mexico. Who will end up with the most candy? San Diego State. Interesting. Yeah, but he wasn't agile like Manziel. Yeah, Manziel, he would definitely be interesting there as he hands it off up the middle, and he is brought down at the 37. Now, you'd need to get that guy. He'd have to be, born up there in the Rockies. It would take him a few years to get used to all that up there. San Diego State, again, the last team undefeated in the Mountain West. So, again, Boise State losing today opens it up for San Diego State. They can just run the table. 2nd and 6. Denegal, play action, looking over the middle. Fires down the right side. He's got a guy. It is caught at the 30. Cuts inside at the 25. And is brought down at the 24-yard line. It was pretty good coverage. Just the throw, actually, was a little bit behind. Allowed the receiver to make the catch. Interesting. Yeah, honestly. I mean, a little push off there by the receiver, but that's rarely called. So 1st and 10. They're actually going to mark it at the 22. That's a really good spot. What the heck was he looking at, referee? In the shotgun is Denegal. Denegal drops back, looking to his right. Fires over the middle. It is caught. Is at the 20. But he is hit backwards. Jeez, that's a gain of 2, but there is a penalty marker on the play. As far as educational environment, I can't think of it much better than Wyoming. If I had a kid going to college, I'd be happy if they told me to go to Wyoming. I just feel like Wyoming's seems like a pretty place. There's actually an alternate reality where I pack my bags and go to Wyoming. Literally, this would have been a few years ago. I was just thinking about Wyoming or Montana. Those were the 2 states. I'm like, you know what? That's just a good place to just kind of get lost and just start over. Just do my own thing. But then I got married. So here I am. That's okay. It worked out for the better. 1st and 20 at the 32 in the shotgun is Denegal. Drops back, looking over the middle. Looking to his left now. Fires. It is caught at the 15. Brought down at the 14. Looks like that is Ford with the catch. And just like that, it's 2nd and short coming up for San Diego. They're going to say 1st and 10. That is not accurate as he hands it off up the middle. He's going to get a couple there. Now it's 3rd and 1. Yeah, they're marking it at the 13. So it's 3rd and 1 coming up. So I don't know why it says 1st and 10 there on the screen. But yeah, it's 3rd and 1. Wyoming is around 7,000 feet. I lived at around 9,000 feet, and it took a couple of months to acclimate after I moved to 9,000. Oh, geez, really? 3rd and 1. In the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle. And he's got the first down. He's inside the 10. Brought down at the 7. And now it's 1st and goal for the Aztecs. Kid was accepted there, but stayed local to save money. Oh, yeah. Totally understand that. Money, money, money. 1st and goal coming up for the Aztecs. They are moving really quickly here. Denegal in the shotgun. Now putting his back behind him. Another guy comes into his side in the pistol now. Denegal hands it off. Trying to break free. Breaks a tackle at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown. San Diego State. Napier broke a tackle, and that was it. Looked like he was going to be wrapped up. I don't know if Wyoming kind of stopped on the play. I'm going to have to look at that again if they show it, because it looked like he had him. And then all of a sudden he breaks free, and there was just no one around him. So right now it's 16-7. We're pending, of course, the extra point. A kicker with the sleeve. Well, to be honest, I'd probably do the same thing. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 17-7 is your score. with 3:10 left to go in the second quarter. It's not looking good. Not looking good if you're a Wyoming fan. Told you SDSU would open this up. Yeah. They are starting to. But hey, again, Wyoming have 3 minutes. If they can cut it to a one-score game, it would still be, I'd say it's still anyone's game. Even at this point, I still think it's anyone's game. And again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you do like the NFL or college football, this is the channel for you. We are definitely a channel on the rise. August 1st, we had 343 subs. Now we're at 1,700 subs. Look at that. November 1st, August 1st, November 1st, we're moving up. So yeah, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. And again, I know there's always competition out there, so I do appreciate you guys choosing me as the voice for this one. My competition, though, for this game is literally scoreboards. So, yeah, people would rather listen or watch a scoreboard than listen to me. That's kind of hurtful. It is what it is, though, as that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. All right, again, 17-7 is your score. Wyoming will have the ball at the 35, looking to get something going here. Again, just over 3 minutes to go in this one. So 1st and 10 for Wyoming. Interested to see if they'll keep Sims or Anderson. I'm not too sure. Looks like it is Anderson in the gun. He hands it off to Harris, and Harris can't get anything. Oh, my goodness. Again, it can't. It's just not developing. Nothing's developing there in the run game. I applaud them for not giving up on the run, but it's just not working. And Anderson's coming back out, and I'm assuming Sims is going to be back in. So Sims is back in again. I don't know if that's the best thing, just to keep going back and forth. Sims is in the shotgun. He's by himself now, sending the running back. Sims drops back, looking. Heavy pressure. He's going to take off. Throws. It is incomplete. He took a big hit. Sims took a big hit, and he is down. He is down. Oh, he's holding his... How he's taking it off. Oh, he's holding his leg. Interesting. I took San Diego State with altered line, but bigger wager. This is my bet of the day, really, as far as money goes. Gotcha. Canadian League. The Lions, 33. Stamps, 30. That is final. Yeah, again, I don't really know much about the Canadian League, unfortunately. So, yeah, it looks like Sims is injured. He might be done for the day, honestly. He was grimacing in pain. And that's a killer, because Sims was really the only thing working for Wyoming. It's just looking at the stats. Again, not necessarily as a passer. So what the heck. 1 for 3 there. And a touchdown pass, his little dump off. But really as a runner, again, averaging 13 yards a carries. Harris was 2.7. Kelman 1.2. Scott 1 yard. So it has been rough. Ooh, okay. Apparently it's a squeamish thing. Let's see. I don't want to really look at it. To be honest, I don't really see anything with his leg. I don't see anything with his leg, to be honest, on that replay, but he is in serious pain. I thought he took a big hit in the head. I'm like, oh man, that's what did it to him. But no, apparently it's his leg. And now they're going to try to slow it down here. I don't see anything. I don't know. I actually can't see a single thing whenever they show it. I don't see what his leg does. Ohtani is pitching and batting. Yep. Dodgers do 0, Blue Jays 0. Nice. I'm watching that too, Jacob. Good double play by LA. Yeah, I need to. I'll just check it over again, but I'm sure you guys are all watching as well. So Sims is going to get a standing O, and that's probably going to do it for him. And that's a shame because, again, the offense looks a lot better whenever he's in the game. And that is a killer. Liberty, Western Kentucky, Fresno State all play like champions today. Yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Again, Sims still being helped off the field. Looks like it's his left leg. I didn't even know what leg it was, to be honest. Maybe it's an ACL because, yeah, they just mentioned, yeah, there's like a brace there at the knee. I don't know. Because I honestly I didn't see a thing on the replay there, honestly. So Anderson will come back in. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Cowboys. 2:22 left to go here in the second quarter. Again, they just haven't been able to do anything. They really haven't. Anderson is in the shotgun. Anderson drops back. Heavy pressure, steps up, fires. It is caught at the 40. Oh, what a catch and what a throw. Again, under pressure, Anderson has been terrible today. But that one, he stayed calm, cool, and collected and finds the open man with a nice catch and a first down for the Cowboys. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. San Diego State 17, Wyoming 7. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I can. Zero there in Toronto in the World Series. You know, I should really not open up multiple bottles of water at the same time. Look, this is almost over. Not good. All right. Let's see. Ole Miss 17, South Carolina 7, Michigan and Purdue 14-7 there. Michigan leading at the half. Arizona all over Colorado. It's 31-7. Georgia Tech actually trailing again. NC State, you never know. However, Georgia Tech is driving. They're at the 6, 4th and goal at the NC State 6, 14-10 there. NC State leading. Tennessee 10, Oklahoma 7, Nebraska 7, USC 3, Kentucky 3, Auburn nothing, or Washington State and Oregon State nothing there. Florida State 7, Wake Forest nothing, and Arkansas State 14, Troy nothing. San Diego FC looking to eliminate Portland tonight in their first year in the league. Welcome to MLS, where expansion teams hit the ground running. Yeah, I don't know. I really wish I would have paid more attention this year to MLS. I just haven't. I didn't even pay attention to the Premier League today. I'm sure they played. Hopefully my team did well. Bournemouth. I'm actually going to look that up right now. Again, it's a 2-minute warning, folks. Appreciate you guys hanging out. As soon as the game gets back on, I promise. I'll get it out. I'll get out there. Geez, Arsenal. I didn't realize they were dominating again. Bournemouth in second place. That's pretty weird. I'll take it, though. I will definitely take it. They play West Ham tomorrow. All right, we're back here again. 2-minute warning. Wyoming just got a first down, and they needed it. Again, it was 3rd and 9, and then, again, Sims had just gotten hurt. Showing a compilation of Anderson throwing picks. Of course, there's only 2, but still not good. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Anderson, as they'll be at their own 39. under pressure this season. His completion percentage, 28%. So I assure you, he is not good under pressure. I mentioned it earlier. There you go. 1st and 10 at the 39. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, dumps it off. It's caught at the 42, and he's thumped. DeBlanc with the catch. Chambliss with a big hit. But, of course, DeBlanc gets right back up. Hands ball the ref, so not phased by any means. And he held on. That's actually a very good catch, considering the circumstances. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 42. In the shotgun is Anderson. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle. Moving to his left. Fires. It is tipped and intercepted. Chambliss with the pick, and Anderson has just thrown his 3rd interception of the day. Unbelievable. Anderson just can't find a Cowboy. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Well, San Diego State now looking to add on to this lead. Anderson's like, no, I can't believe it. Oh, dang it. Oh, shucks. Anderson, this is a rough one for you, buddy. So 1st and 10 here for San Diego State in the shotgun. Denegal drops back. It's a screen. Dumps it off. It's got at the 50. He's at the 45, the 40. He's got some blockers. He's at the 30, the 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Stopping the clock with 1:10 left to go. Man, that is tough. You have a feeling this game could just break open and be one-sided. Everyone and their mom was taking Aston Villa +1 versus Liverpool today. Yeah, they regretted that. The books are like, all right. Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 23. Hands it off up the middle. Hurdles a guy at the 20 and brought down at the 19. And San Diego State may be calling a timeout here. Interesting. That's interesting. I feel like it's a little bit early there. 1:04 left to go here in the second quarter. Again, San Diego State leading 17-7. They are driving. They are driving indeed. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. Of course, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote in that. Who do you have, or who covers the spread? San Diego State 10.5. Right now they're at 10. Wyoming at 10.5, or plus 10.5. And San Diego State, you guys have them. You have them pretty much covering the 10.5. 64% of you guys with that vote. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 19. Denegal drops back, sending the blitz. Steps up, fires. That is going to be intercepted. Oh, and he got hit at the 7. What in Denegal casually throwing a pick? I mean, he looked like so nonchalant back there, just leaning back, trying to get some loft on it, but he underthrew that badly. I don't know what in the world Denegal was doing. I guess he was just feeling very chill. Yeah, he threw it very poorly there. So, I mean, it'll stay at least 17-7, or at least, Wyoming keeps San Diego State staying at 17. Of course, Anderson hasn't looked all that great. We could see another pick here if they really trying to push it. Word to the wagering public: if the tip is coming from someone who is sponsored by a sports book, that's not a tip, it's a lure. That's a yeah. That would make sense. 1st and 10 here in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. As he hands it off up the middle, and Scott not going to get much as he's brought down at the 7. And again, this might be another play, and that'll probably take us to the half here. So expect a 17-7 halftime score, barring something crazy happening here. Anderson again, actually both quarterbacks really need to take care of the ball a little bit better. 3 picks for Anderson, 2 picks for Denegal. So 2nd and 10, Anderson in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight. Anderson hands it off to Scott, and Scott is going to fight forward to about the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 3, and that'll take us to half. 17-7 is your score. San Diego State leading over Wyoming. It's been a rough one for Wyoming. Again, they open up their first drive looking very good, but since then it has been nothing doing. Nothing doing indeed. Again, make sure, folks, to like and subscribe before you go. I'm sure you guys will head out for halftime, grab something to eat or whatnot. I'll be here. Looking at total yards, San Diego State at 215, Wyoming at 138. Again, 3 turnovers for Wyoming, 2 for San Diego State. 8 first downs for San Diego State, 5 for Wyoming. Penalties both at 2. Wyoming actually 4 for 9 on 3rd downs, but that hasn't really mattered. San Diego State 1 for 5. Time possession with Wyoming, but again, it hasn't really mattered. Blue Jays threatening. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Blue Jays have runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Like the umpire's at the plate. Interesting there. Well, just back out of that. All right, let's see here again. Scores from across the nation. All right, Ole Miss 17, South Carolina 7, Michigan 14, Purdue 7, Arizona 31, Colorado 7. I wonder who the quarterback is. Is it still Salter? I'm actually curious. Yeah, it's Caden Salter. That is just, it hasn't worked out. My gosh, dude. Why in the world? These stupid ads, man. Let's see here. Georgia Tech now leading 17-14 over NC State. I swear I'm gonna just go off on these stupid ads. Tennessee 10, Oklahoma 7, Nebraska 7, USC 6, Kentucky 3, Auburn 0, Washington State 0, Oregon State 0, Florida State 7, Wake Forest nothing, Arkansas State 14, Troy nothing. And of course, for stats on this game. You're back? Well, welcome back. Yeah, we got really nothing happening here. We have San Diego State leading, but right now it's halftime. Again, Caden Anderson, 6 for 13, 54 yards and 3 picks. Landon Sims, 1 for 3, 3 yards and a touchdown, but again, he's been knocked out due to the injury. Jaden Denegal, 9 for 15, 160, a touchdown, 2 picks. Wyoming on the ground. Landon Sims, 4 for 52, 13 yards a carry. Like I said earlier, again, he has been removed. He's probably done for the year, if I had to be honest with you. Samuel Harris, 6 for 16 on the ground. Sam Scott, 5 for 7. Taryn Kelman, 5 for 6. So, literally just nothing doing. You hope so? Well, hey, good luck. Good luck, Steve. San Diego State, Lucky Sutton, 11 for 40. Napier, 1 for 7 and a touchdown. Cardwell, 1 for 4. Washington, 1 for 3. Denegal, 1 for 1. Receiving yards, Wyoming. Fitzgerald, 2 for 38. Hold on, this guy's talking too loud. Okay. Gillenborg, 1 for 13. Scott, 1 for 3 and a touchdown. White, 1 for 3. What the heck? That has 2 people with that. Anyway, I think it was Scott with the catch, not White. DeBlanc, 2 for 2. And Sargent 1 for 1. San Diego State, Brown 2 for 51. Cardwell 2 for 49 and touchdown. Napier 3 for 35. Ford 1 for 18. Walsh 1 for 7. They're showing off here. Fresno State and Boise State. Yeah, this was, again, a crazy game. Fresno State up 10-7. Then a 3-yard rushing touchdown. Makes it 17-7. Boise State quarterback drops back, throws over the middle, but it finds a Bulldog. That wasn't it. That wasn't who he was looking for. A few plays later, hands it off to Dillon III, who walks in. Makes it again 24-7. Final score 30-7 there. New Mexico State and UNLV. Some Mountain West action here. New Mexico throws it up and finds the receiver for an 80-yard catch and run. Then UNLV with a chance late to tie it up. Okay, wait, I'm confused on what the guy was saying. Sorry. He was saying there's a lot left, but it said 40-35 final score, New Mexico winning. What's your favorite college? I guess it's Pitt, but, again, it's not like something I'm going to fight for or go crazy about, You got an offer from Pitt? Nice. Good stuff. Go to wherever your heart is, That's what I would say. Either one. I don't know. Wherever you want to go, I would go. I didn't go to college myself. I took college classes in high school. Just didn't really have much of a plan. That was kind of a my bad. It is what it is, though. You can definitely have success without college, for sure. Definitely is. I don't know. It just depends on what you go for. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got really nothing here to say. So I might step away for halftime. I'll come back right whenever it's about to come back. Unsure, though. Unsure. I don't know. What should I do here? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and... I don't know. I may step away for halftime. I'll be back. I don't know. I'll be monitoring stuff, so if you guys do want to chat, I'll be here. But I will just mute the mic for a little bit, and I guess hide the camera. That's what I meant to say. I muted myself before I said that. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be right here. All right, we're working our way back here to coverage in San Diego, California, where again San Diego State leads 17-7 over Wyoming. Wyoming needs to get something going here. Again, they've only really had success on the opening drive, and that was a long time ago. So, and also San Diego State does open up to begin the second half with the ball, so there is that as well. So they really, again, they'll need to stop and to get something going. Again, Sims, the guy that was really getting the offense going there for Wyoming, he has been knocked out of the game probably for the season as well, based on his reaction to the leg injury that happened earlier. So I don't know what is going to happen there, but I assure you it's not looking good for Wyoming. And again, it is 0-0 there in Toronto. Oh, pardon me. Toronto just hit a home run. Man, my bad. Hold on. It was 0-0 literally just a few moments ago. Was that a 3-run shot? Bo Bichette just cleared the bases with a 3-run home run, and Toronto leads 3-0. That is huge. That is huge indeed. All right, so currently happening, Ole Miss up 17-13. South Carolina just scored. A lot of stuff happening right now. Penny extra point. Michigan 14, Purdue 7, Arizona 38, Colorado 7. NC State 21, Georgia Tech 17. Fielded at the 10. He's at the 15. He's at the 20, the 25. Cuts inside at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, and pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And there are 2 flags on the play. Again, whenever you get a big play, it's always something always coming back. Holding on, I'm assuming, the offense. Wow, that's a killer. That's a killer there. So, yes, a holding call from the spot of the foul. Final score prediction, Wyoming 21, San Diego State 42. Geez, that's a lot of scoring there. I guess we'll see. Are you saying 45? Wow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see here. So that's going to mark them back. I don't know where the hold was. So the referee didn't have his mic on. So it's 1st and 10 for San Diego State, as we're ready to begin this second half. All right, we're going to mark it out at the 10. Oh, that's a killer. That is a killer for San Diego State. Denegal in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, sending a tight end in motion. Denegal hands it off up the middle, and nothing doing as he's brought down pretty much at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 coming up for San Diego State. First half possessions, a lot of possessions. Punt, touchdown. Punt, field goal, interception, touchdown. Interception, 10 points off turnovers. That is a killer for Wyoming. That is the difference. As Denegal hands it off yet again. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 15. That is a gain of 5. Lucky Sutton with the carry. And Eller now, a Wyoming player, the Wyoming linebacker, he's injured. And that's a big loss. Eller's been a big part of the defense. Oh, geez. Doesn't look like he's having a good time. Moving his legs everywhere. That's not good. He may be in serious pain. Evan Eller, graduate. And he can graduate and play football nowadays. Eller, the green dot, so he calls the plays. Let's see here, the injury. I don't know, just tripped up. Really. I don't really see much else there. But again, he doesn't look like he's having a good time, so it must be a serious thing. Looks like you're going to try to help him up here. And yeah, no, that's going to walk off. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for San Diego State after the little delay here on DrDelay. Chris pulling for the Bluebirds. Yes, the Blue Jays leading 3-0 over the Dodgers. the Doyers. So 3rd and 5 coming up for San Diego. Eller making his way off the field here. Yeah, San Diego State pretty much in control of this one. They've really, looked like the better team really throughout this game. The defense of San Diego State has just been clamping down Wyoming. Wyoming, they have a good defense, but I don't think they'll be able to keep up. 3rd and 5 in the shotgun. Denegal sending a man in motion. Denegal takes the snap, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 22, and he's brought down immediately, but he will have the first down. First down, Aztecs. Gain of 8, since they're going to mark him at the 23. That is Napier. And Napier's been pretty much the guy here for San Diego State. 1st and 10 at the 23. In the shotgun is Denegal. Denegal play action, looking to his left, fires down the left side. It's wobbly, but it's caught anyway at the 44. He is brought down at the 48. Oh my goodness. That ball was up there forever. That was a wobbly pass, not really a good pass. He was wide open waiting for the ball forever. That's a brand new set of downs for San Diego State. 1st and 10 at the 49. Denegal hands it off to Sutton. Sutton spinning around, crossing the 50 and brought down at the 49. So a gain of 2. Hoping I can watch the Steelers game tomorrow while I listen to your play-by-play. Yeah, hopefully it's a lot more exciting. Yeah, I don't know. The first college game today, UAB, UConn, that was a blowout. And then this one, it's had the moments, but it's been just kind of like in between, like, long gap in between the good plays. 2nd and 8 at the 49. Denegal in the shotgun. 2 receivers right to one to the left. Denegal hands it off to Sutton. Sutton cutting it back to the left side, and he's at the 45. Has the first down at the 40. Brought down at the 37-yard line, but there is a flag, and this may be coming back. You're a Vikings fan, but I know they ain't making the playoffs, so I'm rooting for the Colts and Steelers and Bucks. I see. I'll tell you what, I think the Colts probably go to the playoffs. The Buccaneers probably go to the playoffs. I hope the Steelers do. This as a Steelers fan, I hope they do. And it looks like there's no foul for holding, so it's not coming back, and that is a brand new set of downs for the Aztecs. They just keep moving. Ooh, that's a close one. Yeah, they're talking about the quarterback there. Denegal, he's been getting involved on some of these blocks. I really like it. I love it when a quarterback can go out there and put his body on the line. I love it. That's the good stuff. As Denegal gets a guy to jump, they're not going to give him a free shot. That is interesting. It's such a judgment call, and I hate it. Usually, again, you just let him go ahead and take the shot. So, encroachment, that's why they didn't let it. That's probably what it was. Interesting. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now for San Diego State. Again, it's 17-7. San Diego State pretty much in control of this one. I doubt anything changes. Unless Wyoming they got to get a stop. And their defense really has been all right. The offense has not. Denegal in the shotgun, and he keeps it on the RPO, trying to break it outside, and he's just going to get pushed out of bounds after a gain of a yard. Nothing doing there. Makes it 2nd and 4 coming up for the Aztecs. They're already at the Wyoming 32 again at this point. Based on how the offenses look for Wyoming, San Diego State, they might just play conservative, just try to chew the clock, because it's like it doesn't even matter if Wyoming gets the ball. They haven't been able to move it. It's been that type of game. 2nd and 4, Denegal in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Denegal hands it off up the middle. He's got some space at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. That is a gain of 7. And, of course, another set of downs for San Diego State as they just keep this drive moving. Sutton at 66 yards on the ground. Again, they've been averaging 180 yards a game, so this is actually well below, but they're still winning. First and 10, ball at the 25. As Denegal hands it off up the middle. He's at the 20, spinning around, breaking a tackle, and brought down at the 16-yard line. It's a nice gain of 9. Lucky Sutton. He's had a good year so far, looking to keep it going. As the year slowly starts, and it's kind of sad, but yeah, it's kind of slowly coming to a conclusion. 2nd and 1, and it's a toss on the end around to the receiver. He's at the 15. He's got the first down, brought down at the 10. And that is a gain of 6, and of course, again, another first down for the Aztecs. Penn State is disappointing this year. Yeah, they were, well, I never liked Penn State personally. So, I'm okay with that. I won't miss them. As far as being in the playoff, yeah. First and goal at the 10 in the pistol is Denegal. Denegal hands it off to Sutton, and this time Wyoming is all over it. He gets to about the 9, so just a yard on the play. Crossing the 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. Again, a 6-minute drive here. That's really, again, San Diego State just going to chew out the clock. I mean, that's it. I mean, Wyoming can't do anything when they get the ball. They're going to get this Wyoming defense tired, and that's pretty much it. 2nd and goal at the 9 in the pistol. Denegal takes the snap, looking over the middle, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Napier. What's your biggest fear? Biggest fear? Failure. Failure. If you're talking about college football, I don't have any fear for college football. But just in general, I would say failure. Your is UMass being good. Why would that be your fear? I've actually kind of witnessed that in my college football 25 dynasty. I took over UMass. And oh man, they were running college football pretty much until college football 26 came out. And it looks like that is going to be a San Diego State timeout with 8:37 left to go here in the third quarter. San Diego State just kind of burning the clock here already with the nice 6-minute drive. Bert Emanuel, the backup quarterback, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why they're showing him. Again, he's not the one that's in. It's Denegal. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't really have. As far as college football fear, there's none out there. But yeah, real fear would be just failure. I fear failure. But yeah, UMass. Hey, in my college football 25, they were legit. I had them. Everyone wanted to be UMass. We were independent too, and then I actually moved us to the Big Ten because I wanted more competition. As far as a set schedule to get that championship game. Yeah. 3rd and goal at the 9 in the shotgun is Denegal. Denegal's going to take the snap up the middle, trying to bounce it outside, and he really can't find much there as he's brought down at the 5. That's a gain of 4. And I imagine they're going to go ahead and bring out the field goal. That was not Denegal. That was Emanuel come in and play quarterback for a play. Broke your arm yesterday, and this makes me feel better. Oh, geez. That sounds horrible. And there is an injury on the field. San Diego State offensive lineman Kalen Ellis from Wamanalo, Hawaii. Looks like he's the injured guy there. Looks like he just fell. Ooh, landed. Some Wyoming players landed kind of on his face. Hopefully he's okay. All right, looks like they're going to step away. Hopefully it's not a serious injury there. 17-7 is your score. Again, it's going to be 4th and goal whenever we do come back at the 5. I imagine they kick a field goal. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, this is the channel for you. Make sure to do it. I was practicing football, but landed on my arm wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Dang. I broke my arm once when I was like 5 or 4. 4 or 5, I can't remember. That was a long time ago. Yep, long time ago when I was but a young boy. I was jumping off a couch. Yeah, that's how I broke my arm. Really dumb. Really dumb. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Blue Jays leading 3-0 over the Dodgers in the top of the 4th inning. In the other college football games, let's check out that. Let's refresh this. Ole Miss leading 17-14 over South Carolina. Michigan leading 14-10 over Purdue. Arizona 38, Colorado 7. Let's see here. NC State 24, Georgia Tech 17, Oklahoma, Tennessee 10-10. Nebraska 14, USC 6, Kentucky and Auburn 3-3, Washington State 7, Oregon State 3, Florida State 14, Wake Forest nothing, Arkansas State 17, Troy nothing. 2 more games have yet to kick off: Cincinnati, Utah, Hawaii, and San Jose State. I'll be there for Hawaii and San Jose State. Hopefully that can be a good one there. Hawaii actually. Believe it or not, San Jose State is the favorite. 2.5-point favorite there. Interesting. Maybe it's because of the long trip. Michigan will find some way to beat Ohio State. Probably. I mean, they've kind of owned them. The last, 4 or 5 years now. Wouldn't be interesting for sure. If that happened, that would change up a lot. Coming back here, I'm assuming the offensive lineman is okay. So Placentia is out to kick the 3. And that is actually wide left. He was on the far right hash, and he just pushed it. Oh, man, again, he's a 96% field goal kicker. And he just shanks it, so it stays a 10-point game. Wow. So yeah, that was just wide left. Unbelievable. Yeah, that is a tough angle. Man, yeah, and he can't believe it. Got to go have a good night. See you next time. Yeah, catch you later. Appreciate you for stopping on by, Caden. All right, can Wyoming do something here? I guess we'll find out. 1st and 10 here for Wyoming. That's actually his first missed field goal since August 31st, 2024. He made 26 straight kicks. Man. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Anderson sending a man in motion. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and he fights forward for a gain of 4. Then is Kelman on the carry. Just not much happening. First half possessions, again, they open up with a 75-yard drive touchdown. Then it was a punt, a pick, a punt, a pick, and then some more punts, and then another pick as he hands it off up the middle, and the Aztecs are all over him. Kelman going nowhere. 3-1 Blue Jays. Ooh, the Dodgers scored a run. Okay, 3-1. That seems like a good game. 3rd and 7 here for the Cowboys. Again, they need to get something going to make this a good game. Would be nice to see. Would be nice to see for sure. Anderson in the shotgun. Trips to the right, tight end to the left. Sending a man in motion. Anderson drops back, looking to his right. Steps up, fires, it's caught at the 35, and bounces it outside at the 40, and that's where he's brought down. There is a flag. This would be a bummer for the Cowboys if it's on them. That was Fitzgerald on the catch and run. This could be a huge call. Man, this is interesting. What in the world? Offsides offense. Oh, that's a killer. Man, that is a killer. Again, they had a big play, and that would have kept the drive alive. Now it's going to back him up 5. It's going to be 3rd and long now. Man. So now it's 3rd and 12 for Wyoming. That is tough. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 18. Again, the first down was just wiped away due to the offsides penalty on the offense. Durr is in motion. Anderson drops back, sending 5. Anderson, it's a tipped up in the air, and it's almost intercepted again. Anderson again has thrown 3 picks, almost threw another. That is scary again, just to Wyoming. Can't get anything going on the offense. I have to imagine that they will punt it here. Again, they are deep in their own territory. There's the snap, and here is the punt. They sent the blitz all the way out. Jeez, and that is going to be fair caught at the 39-yard line. Napier, punt returner. Aztecs will have the ball with 6:18 left to go in the third quarter. 17-7. San Diego State leading in this one. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like... I'm assuming they're using AI for this commercial. It's throwing me off here. But, yeah, definitely like and subscribe. If you like the NFL or college football, let's see here again. 3-1, as we heard earlier. It is still, in fact, 3-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Blue Jays leading in that one. In the college football world, Ole Miss leading 20-14 over South Carolina. Michigan leading 14-10 over Purdue. Arizona 45, Colorado 7, San Diego State 17, Wyoming 7. That's, of course, the game we're covering here. NC State leading 24-17 at the half. Oklahoma and Tennessee are tied up just before halftime. Nebraska 14, USC 6. Kentucky and Auburn 3-3. Washington State 7, Oregon State 3. Florida State 14, Wake Forest nothing, and Arkansas State 17, Troy nothing. So that is pretty much it. Pretty much it as far as what's happening now. It's waiting to get back. Again, it would have been nice to see Wyoming do something. Me, I'm just, again, a fan of that. I like good games. This game, unfortunately, has kind of... It's just not hitting. It's just not. Unfortunately, it is what it is, though. It's Wyoming just can't do. They can't do anything. Going to look at the schedule next week. Week 11 already. Geez, Week 11. Tuesday, UMass and Akron probably doing that one. Give that one a shot. Those teams, I don't think these guys might be the worst teams in all of college football. On a Tuesday, that means that's going to be an instant classic. Next Saturday, what we got here? Duke and UConn at 2:30. I can see it. Yeah. Interesting stuff. San Diego State has Hawaii next week. That's like on the Mountain West Network or something like that. I don't even know how to get that. I don't even know how to get that at all. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for San Diego State at the 39 in the shotgun. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Senegal sending a man in motion. He hands it off. This is Napier. He's at the 40, the 45, and brought down at the 49-yard line. That is where he needed to be for a brand new set of downs for the Aztecs, and that is what happened. First down, Aztecs. Napier now actually exiting the field. Wonder if he's okay or not. 1st and 10, Denegal in the shotgun. Drops back, play action, sending the blitz. It doesn't get there. Throws. It is knocked away. Good play there. Tyrese Boss on the coverage. Acting like a boss over there. Locking it down again, knocking it away. Good coverage there by Boss to make it 2nd and 10. They got to rely on this Wyoming defense yet again. I feel like they've been doing that the whole night. 2nd and 10, ball at the 49 as he hands it off. This is Sutton, and Sutton's going to get a few as he's brought down around the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Lucky Sutton again, a guy that's been doing pretty good all season. He had over 600 and so yards, definitely over 700 now as he's at 78, I believe. 3rd and 7 here for San Diego State. In the shotgun is Denegal sending Sutton in motion. Denegal drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is dropped. He was hit pretty hard there. Couldn't hold on to it. Incomplete. And San Diego State really got to punt it back. Got 10 yards on their first play. Couldn't do nothing after that. Rhino, how's it going? Yeah, this game has been a game for sure. I'm just here at this point. Here is the punt. And that punt is going to be bouncing at the 5 and unable to save it as it goes into the end zone for a touchback. 4:55 left to go here in the third quarter. San Diego State 17, Wyoming 7. Like number 24. Awesome. Nice to hear. Appreciate it. Folks, again, check out Rising Rhino for all your football needs. Again, he covered the CFL today. Covering the NFL tomorrow, of course. We'll be going head-to-head. Actually, the next 2 games we do, we'll be doing the Hawaii and San Jose State game. Hopefully that game is good. I hope it's good. And, of course, Colts Steelers. That'll be pretty fun. And then, of course, I don't know what you're doing in the afternoon. I imagine probably Bills Colts, or no, Bills Chiefs. And I'll be doing Raiders Jaguars. I think that could be an underrated game. I think it could. I think it very much will be. And then, of course, I'm assuming you're doing Sunday night. Sunday night as well, Seahawks Redskins. It's going to turn into story time with DrDelay by the time this one is over. It's just Bills Chiefs, yeah, Sunday night, yep. So yeah, that is the life. That is the life of a play-by-play guy. Just calling games. Call games. That's what we do. It's what we do. and DrDelay there in Toronto. Hopefully everything's okay there. 20-14 there. Ole Miss leading South Carolina. Michigan 14, Purdue 10. Arizona just cruising to a 45-14 win. I mean, it's going to be more than that. Still plenty of time there in the third quarter. NC State leading 24-17 over Georgia Tech. Oklahoma now leading 13-10 over Tennessee. Nebraska 14, USC 6. Kentucky 10, Auburn 3, Washington State 7, Oregon State 3, Florida State up 14-0. That should make you happy here, Rhino. Should be pretty happy with that. Arkansas State 17, Troy nothing. So 1st and 10 here for Wyoming, showing off the trick or treats here. The biggest surprise this season, BYU. Biggest disappointment, Penn State. North Texas will represent the group of 5. That is not happening apparently. This guy, Ohio State, will win the national championship. This guy says, yeah, it's happening. Back-to-back champions. Oh, I would hate that so much. 1st and 10 at the 20. Anderson drops back, rolling to his right. Fires. It is way out of bounds. Incomplete. Pass intended for Chris Stern Jr. Again, he's been their guy, but hasn't really been able to get involved here. Just, again, Anderson has been, well, again, he's 6 for 15 for 54 yards and 3 picks, so that should tell you how their night is going. 2nd and 10 here for Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, setting a man in motion. Anderson hands it off. This is, actually, I don't know who that is, as he's brought down at the 24-yard. Oh, that is the other Harris. This is like their 4th running back. There's Samuel Harris, then there's Kelman, and then there's Sam Scott, and now there's Damaja Harris. So now it's 3rd and 6 for Wyoming. And again, a 3 and out here would just be, par for the course, I guess, for Wyoming. Definitely would like to see some ball movement. As Anderson is in the pistol, sending Harris to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Anderson, low snap, handled well. Looking to his right. He's going to take off and run. He's going to dive, and he's going to be short. He landed at the 30, but of course, again, he hit the 28. And Wyoming, once again, going to be punting. Man, that is a tough one. SMU over Miami earlier today. Again, 26-20 in overtime. That is a huge loss for Miami. Now they are pretty much just surviving by the skin of their teeth now at this point. One more loss, and that would probably do them in. High snap, handle well. The punt is away. Fielded at the 20, backing up for some reason at the 15, and he's tackled at the 19. So nothing doing there for San Diego State on the punt return, and we'll step away one more time. 17-7, 3:11 to go in the third quarter. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Of course, the question tonight in the comments, who covers the spread? San Diego minus 10.5 or Wyoming plus 10.5. And 65% of you guys going with San Diego over Wyoming. Right now, well, it's right there at 10. It's been at 10 for a while. I feel like it's been 17-7 for the entire game. Got a pitching change. Tyler Glass now in the game for the Doyers. And 3-1 there in Toronto. Ole Miss leading 20-14 over South Carolina. Actually, I already went over these stuff, so let's go and look at the final scores again. Ohio State over Penn State 38-14. Indiana all over Maryland 55-10. Georgia sneaking by Florida. Apparently some controversy in that one. Florida apparently had a catch, and that was overruled, and that would have been a huge help to Florida. Maybe they would have upset Georgia there. That would have been interesting. 24-20. Hey, Doc, you've missed all the drama with the Jays and Dodgers. I've been kind of paying attention a little bit with what's happening. Apparently, there was an injury and, of course, home runs and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it seems neat. Seems neat, but, like I said, it is what it is, I guess. I took a swing and on the channel tonight, and I missed as well. But, it is what it is. But, yeah, no, it seems like a good one. Seems like a good one. I'm sure there's still plenty to come there. Texas over Vanderbilt, 34-31. SMU again over Miami, 26-20. Looks like the injury, he's still on the field. Now being helped up. That's like Dean for Wyoming. Was rocked. Notre Dame 25, Boston College 10. Texas Tech 43, Kansas State 20, Virginia 31, Cal 21. Ooh, some friendly fire there. Louisville 28, Virginia Tech 16, West Virginia 45, Houston 35. Of course, we're making our way back here. Hello, like number 25. No, like there was almost a fight. Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. Would have loved that. Would have loved to see a fight, actually. Would love to see a fight here. That would wake me up. 1st and 10 at the 18 in the shotgun is Denegal. Denegal takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's at the 20 and tripped up at the 23-yard line. That was a late flag out of nowhere. And this may come back. Trisk putting, let's go Dodgers. Let's see the big show. Ohtani. You want the Dodgers to win? Yeah, he wants. Texas gave up 21 points in the fourth quarter. Was Tomlin? Yeah, probably was. Yeah, I'm watching the World Series in this. Noise, Deacon, you're a legend. Appreciate you. Chris, go USA. If you want to see a fight, watch hockey. I'd like to see a fight here. And yes, there was a holding call on San Diego State. 3-1 at the end of the 4. Yeah, I'd like to see. I don't know. It'd be nice. I mean, baseball. Especially in the playoffs, so many stoppages, especially with the commercials being like 2.5, 3 minutes. As it's 1st and 19, Denegal drops back, looking, fires it down the right side. It is caught at the 50. He's at the 40. There's a flag at the 30 and brought down at the 25. Ooh, this will be interesting. Was it offensive or defensive pass interference? But yeah, with all the stoppages and all the bullpen usage, I'm like, man, in order to make up for all that, you need like a lot of runs. The teams rush the field. Man, I got to look at that later. That'd be fun. That's good. You like to see that in the Game 7. Pass interference. Offense. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, that was a huge play. And yeah, he did push off the corner looking at the replay. Decided to give him a nice shove there. Shoved Boss. Boss has been pretty good tonight. SMU and Miami tied. I thought ties were out. No, they didn't tie. They were in 26-20, yeah. So now it's first and a good bit. 1st and 24, I think. They're at the 4. Denegal in the shotgun. Denegal hands it off up the middle, and Sutton's going to get a few as he's brought down at the 8 for a gain of 4. You saw that the ticker had 2020. Oh, really? Did it? Interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. I mean, nothing I can do about it anyway, but... All right, it's going to be 2nd and 20 now for San Diego State as they're at the 8. Taking under 2 minutes here in this one. Again, if you like exciting football, unfortunately, this was not the game for you as it's in the shotgun. Denegal hands it off up the middle, and the Cowboys are there to greet him after a gain of 2. And Sutton has his helmet ripped off, so he's going to have to come out for this big 3rd down here. 3rd and 17. Big as in like a long distance. Wouldn't say big as in like game changing. Definitely not. North Texas beat Navy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely a pull for the academies to do well, but nope. North Texas is looking pretty good. Third and a long way to go. They're at the 11. They're gonna need to get to the 28. As he hands it off up the middle. He's at the 15 and tripped up at the 17. That's a gain of 6. And looks like San Diego State's gonna have to punt. Punt. What was the over-under on this game? Does anyone know? Because I assure you, it's probably not hitting. What was it? The close at 41. Well, really? Huh. I guess with the defenses, yeah, I could see that. As there is the punt. That's going to bounce at the 50. Is that a terrible punt? I mean, that's not a terrible punt. What the heck? At the 45, what would that be? It's a 38-yard punt. It's not a terrible punt. This guy, the broadcaster, ripping the guy that punted 38 yards. Is that the greatest? No, but I mean, shoot. I mean, let's just say you punt it 45 yards. The guy returns at 7. It's pretty much the same thing. Broadcaster's just a D1 hater of that punter. 1st and 10 here for Wyoming. 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Only a 38. This guy really just hating. In the shotgun is Anderson. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends in tight. Anderson drops back. Looking to his left, dumps it off to Harris. Harris going to take it upfield. He's at the 50 and gets a lot of contact there as he's brought down at the 45-yard line. That should be good enough for a brand new set of downs in Wyoming. Crossing midfield. It's been a while since they've been in San Diego territory. 1st and 10. They're moving fast. Anderson under center. Hands it off to Harris up the middle. Oh my goodness. Is he okay? Jeez, he looks so awkward there. Oh, jeez, Oh, he got crunched in the lower half and then the upper half. I saw his body was bending in weird ways. Jeez, that looks so scary. Oh my gosh. I thought he was dead for a second, to be honest. But the way his body was just breaking or bending. Oh my goodness. Jeez. I mean, that's a gain of 2. It's a horrible looking. The broadcaster said it's awful looking. Oh my gosh. The fact that he's okay. Harris is a beast, or he's literally built different. Oh my gosh. Looking at that replay, I mean, you're thinking this guy was literally just cut in half on the field. Oh my gosh. Well, he's okay though. Samuel Harris, thank goodness. That looked pretty bad. And Harris is already doing exercises on the sideline. He's fine. Jeez. Friday we had a kickoff that rolled that was minus 6 yards. We had a kickoff that was minus 6 yards. He kicked off from the 30, rolled forward 5 yards, took a bounce and rolled back to the 24 where someone downed it. What the heck? How do you get that much spin on a 6-yard kickoff? I don't think I've ever seen that, Trisk. Yeah, I don't even know how that's even possible. There must have been like a patch of the ground that was like at an angle like this that sent it like it bounced back. There's no way. I can't even believe it. I'm actually taking a look at this. I mean, they want to look at it again. The referee's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, how did he survive?" But yeah, no, he's clearly down. Did a good job of hanging on to the ball after all this. Oh my gosh, it's showing it again. I can't even look at it. It honestly looks like he's dead. There's no, the human body cannot bend that way, folks. That is just gross. Jeez. Samuel Harris, I'm glad you're okay, man. It is true. Believe me, it was crazy. I mean, that's just interesting. So, yeah, the call's upheld. I mean, his knee was clearly down. I don't even know why they'd want to check over that. That should take us to the end of the third quarter. It's only 7 seconds left. Again, that was a run. Or not. I don't know. Total yards for Wyoming, first drive, 75 yards. Since then, 85. So that, again, tells you everything about how Wyoming has looked. And what's crazy is that despite how Wyoming has looked, it's only a 10-point game. So San Diego State really hasn't looked much better. Takes a snap, and literally, if you wanted to get the snap off by the end of the third quarter, you just literally were not paying attention. And Anderson, again, has played horrible. I mean, there's no sugarcoating that. 7 for 16, 64 yards, 3 picks. So, the third quarter, 17-7, San Diego State leading over Wyoming. Wyoming, though, in San Diego State territory, down 10 and with the ball. You never know. Maybe there's some hope for this game after all. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Believe it or not, it gets better, folks. I actually have been known to call some pretty good games here. Just not today. We've had 2 stinkers on the channel so far, UAB and UConn, and then the first 3 quarters of this one. Maybe we're due for a great fourth quarter, or maybe that just means all the excitement's going to be with the final game tonight. And again, I'll be doing Hawaii and San Jose State. Hopefully that one is a good game, and we get some excitement everywhere. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you'd like. Preferably sports. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Let's see here. We have, of course, in the World Series, Blue Jays leading 3-1 over the Doyers. And then in the college football world, we have Ole Miss leading 20-14 over South Carolina. Michigan leading 21-10 over Purdue. Purdue's actually at the Michigan 5, though. That could be a one-score game very soon. Arizona 52, Colorado 14. Georgia Tech, they are trailing by 11. NC State 31-20 in that one. Oklahoma 16, Tennessee 10. Nebraska 14, USC 6. Kentucky 10, Auburn 3, Washington State 7, Oregon State 3, Florida State 28, Wake Forest nothing, Arkansas State 17, Troy 3. That's what's been happening. Dodgers runners at first and second with 1 out, says Deacon. No World Series? No. Everyone would watch CeeLo, and I have no chance to compete. Literally hate the name, by the way, Lightning. Just saying. Well, Aztecs do something here in the fourth. I would like anyone to do something here in the fourth, to be honest with you, Thomas. This game stinks. The other game stink. Aztecs are fine. Wyoming can't score. Yeah, pretty much it. I mean, but again, even though San Diego State honestly hasn't really... I mean, the 10 of the points they've scored have been off turnovers. So, honestly... they are lucky that Wyoming has played so bad. You have NC State? Yeah. JG and I pick NC State. Is that what he's doing now? Carver looks like they have quit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Jesus is King. Yes, sir. Still, I don't like the name, though. It's a terrible name. I should ban you just for the name. I really should. I can only see that. I'm not going to read it. I really should. I actually want to, just to do it. It's good to see you, though. I remember when we were on good terms, man. It was actually kind of fun. But then you just turned into an idiot. That's what happened. You became an absolute idiot. Showing your true colors, I guess. I don't know. Aztecs hang on here. They could have... the Mountain West. Yeah, no, I know. It'd be crazy as Anderson hands it off down the right side, and he's only going to get a yard. I believe that was DeBlanc on the run, on the end around there. Just a yard. Don't call me Lightning. Call me by my real name. You have so many names. You have so many accounts. Playoff sleeper. Oh, yeah, no, I completely agree. Jace, get out of it still. 3-1. Nice. Do not do it. He likes 6-7. Yeah, you never know. San Diego State should be up by more. Wyoming lucky to be in this one. I mean, I kind of agree, but at the same time, I don't know. San Diego State really, to be honest with you, their offense hasn't been that good either. Anderson in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, four-man rush, fires, it's caught at the 37, extending. Oh, did he get there? Oh, wow, what effort by the tight end. First down, Wyoming. That was a great effort to extend because he was going to be well short. The guy was all over him, but just fighting for those extra yards. And that is Chambliss on him. Chambliss has been amazing tonight for San Diego State. JG9's doing World Series. I know, I saw that. Yeah, if I had ESPN, I probably would have been doing the ESPN stuff. But I have YouTube right now, or I have YouTube TV, so I got wrecked today. 1st and 10, Anderson in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Anderson drops back, heavy pressure, moving to his right, fires it out of bounds, incomplete. Crazy stuff there. Aztecs will win the Mountain West. Yeah, I can see it. Daylight savings tomorrow. Will not enjoy working with it, staying darker longer in the morning. Yeah. Boise goes there next week. I think San Diego, I think, has Hawaii next week. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 35. Or, pardon me, the 34. Anderson in the shotgun, drops back, looking, fires it deep down the right side. It is incomplete. Oh, it was right there. Oh, and there's a flag. Oh, a late flag was thrown. The defender can't believe it. Pass interference. And that'll move Wyoming inside the 20. Oh, this game might be getting something interesting. It's something in my eye, though. It really bothers me. Geez, nothing can go right. The game might be getting better, but now I'm starting to have some issues. I think he's showing his Tiffany. She was, I have no idea. Daylight savings time is my favorite. Yeah, bro, you would not have thousands of views. You would have got thousands of views. Yeah, I know. Oh, World Series? Nah, I wouldn't have. 1st and 10, and that's going to be here. Let me show you real quick. Looks like it's going to be a false start. This was game 4, 1.4. False start offense. Yeah, I was getting pretty good views there for a while for baseball. So, again, only 1.8. So, I thought I was popping off. Again, 7K, 6.5 there. I had 10,000 for this wild card game, almost 10,000 there. Some of my best stuff, but then all of a sudden, everyone just started going to a few. And, I was just getting wrecked. Anderson moving to his left, fires to the end zone. Almost an amazing catch, but unable to hold on to it. That was Dirk Jr. on the receiving end there. Incomplete. So, yeah, no, unfortunately not. Would have been nice, though, to think about, Deacon. Do you know what Sports League has a championship at 5 o'clock on Sunday? No, actually I don't. This Sunday? Just me and my girlfriend were just singing this guy. Always gotta like him. Yeah, they're pretty good. Leave for 2 months and I come back to where's the OGs of delay. They're here every now and then. Nick is here on weekdays. Sean, ever since baseball season, every now and then he'll check in. Trisk, of course, is here. Draven is here. He checked in earlier today as he hands it off to Kelman, and Kelman is going to be driven backwards. It's a loss of 3 on the play. That is a huge loss there. Again, Wyoming looking good here. Again, they did have that big play. You're correct. Yeah, Boise goes November 15th. That should be a big game. And you're good, Deacon. Hey, Heck, I'm wrong. I'm wrong sometimes. Sometimes, believe it or not. He has to hit 500 subs by Christmas or he has to quit. So, yeah, I know. I bet so many people will unsub. 2nd and forever as they're at the 37. Anderson drops back, fires on the middle. It's caught at the 30. Oh, he fumbles the ball and it's picked up by Wyoming. No, see, he fumbles it again. And San Diego State has recovered. Unbelievable. The tight end caught it, fumbles it, then Harris gets it, and he fumbles it. And the ball's just laying down. No one's looking at it until one guy on San Diego State just fell on it. And that is a crucial turnover. Oh, he got crunched, and then Harris picks it up, and then boom, he picks it up, fumble again, picks it up, fumble again. And then San Diego State has it. That's a killer. We're going with Cincinnati plus 11.5 over Utah. Maybe. Oh, NASCAR? Yeah, freaking no. Why would I do that? Oklahoma's up 16-10. Interesting. I'm shocked by that, to be honest with you. Chris can't believe it. Shades of Battle in Bear Stadium. Yeah, picks it up, fumble it again. Picks it up, fumble it again. Yeah. That's an iconic call. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Probably the game right there. Yeah, they were driving, and then all of a sudden, nothing happened. And again, a fumble. That's a killer. And then you pick it up, and then you fumble it again. Like, that is so unlucky. Fumbles are rare. The fact that it happened twice on a play is unfortunate. Ole Miss 23, South Carolina 14, Michigan 21, Purdue 16, Arizona 52, Colorado 14, San Diego State, again, they lead 17-7 as they have the ball with 12:30 left to go in the fourth. NC State 31, Georgia Tech 23, Oklahoma 16, Tennessee 10. Yeah, again, I'm shocked by this. I don't know. I don't think Oklahoma's that good. I don't think Tennessee's that good either, to be honest with you, but still. Nebraska 14, USC 6, Kentucky 10, Auburn 3, Washington State 7, Oregon State 3, Florida State 28, Wake Forest nothing, Arkansas State 17, Troy 3, and in MLB, we have the Blue Jays leading 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Blue Jays with 8 hits, and then the Dodgers with 5. Scherzer did a good job, 4 1/3. 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, only allowing 4 hits. Varland I guess he pitched 2/3 of an inning, only allowing a hit. And for the Dodgers, Ohtani, again with that 3-run shot by, I think that was by Bichette. So 2 1/3 there and 3 runs earned. Robleski 1 1/3 there. Nothing doing in Glass now. 1 inning pitched there. This guy is what I say. Tennessee has almost tripled the yards and somehow down. Yeah, I don't understand. I really thought Tennessee would just kind of roll over Oklahoma, to be honest. Wake letting me down. But I thought they were winning. Is that why they're letting you down? Is that why? Or am I tripping? They're not winning. Oh, they're not. That's right. They're getting shut out by Florida State. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They've been doing good this year, but okay, I got it confused for a second. All right, in the shotgun, play action, fires. It's going to be incomplete. Hit as he threw. Again, a lot of defense in this one. Threw a pick at the goal line before halftime. Jeez. Could care less who wins Game 7. Yeah, it's not really going to have much impact on me, to be honest. At least I don't have to check the scores this weekend and see my Badgers getting blown out. Hey, there we go. There's always a silver lining. How often does Butterfly? Like every few weeks or so. As hands it off up the middle. And Sutton's going to get to about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for lucky Sutton. It's at 87 yards now for Sutton at the night. Just hasn't been able to break free, but again, I mean, he's averaging about 4 yards a carry. That's pretty much what he's been getting every carry, so I'd say that's pretty accurate. 3rd and 7, ball at the 31. They need to get to the 38 for a brand new set of downs. They're 2 for 9 on 3rd down. Like I said, folks, I mean, San Diego State really hasn't looked much better. They've just been getting the turnovers. That's what's helped them out. Drops back, looking over the middle. Denegal fires. It is knocked away at the last second. Napier asking for a flag. No flag given. And San Diego State will have to punt it away again. Butterfly still modded? Yeah. Try listen to what is going on. Oh, I don't know much about, like, the Sun Belt. think that's the one conference I don't really like pay attention to. It's never on TV, like never something I watch, I guess. And here is the punt. Oh, man, I feel like that's going to be a flag. Yeah, and that's going to be fielded at the 15. It's at the 20. It's at the 25, the 30, 35, 40. Reversing field to 45. Stiff arm at the 50. Brought down at the 49-yard line. Coonan with the nice return. And again, there was a flag. Going to be a holding call on San Diego State. That was a great penalty, honestly, by San Diego State because that guy burned the guy for sure. And he literally had to tackle him from behind in order to stop the block. Nope, not happening. Me, the sub, 224 and 500. Yep. Sorry, bud. Wyoming can't do anything. They can't, but I mean, I don't know. They're taking a long time talking about this. Maybe there's more than the holding call. Holding on San Diego State. 10-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. That's interesting. And I feel like they always tack it on at the weirdest times. Like, anyway, it is what it is. So that's going to put Wyoming, I guess, at the 39. This guy. Hey, why are you saying... Yeah, this guy. Going to put you in timeout. Fighting a bot, literally. Aztecs going to win and not cover. Possibly. I wouldn't say San Diego's a joke. It's just been not a good game. San Diego got a great. They have a great defense. I mean, again, I like great defense, folks. I'm literally a Steelers fan. I grew up watching the 2000 Steelers back when the Steelers had a great defense. This game though kind of stinks. However, I will say in the fourth quarter, a little bit more exciting. Your comments got deleted. Yeah, he was timed it out for 10 seconds. That's a warning. Just being a bum. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Yes, I saw that boo, and you retracted it. You're wise. You're a wise man, after all. All right, in the MLB world, it is 3-1. Blue Jays leading. Dodgers are at the plate. Looks like they have a man on at first with nobody outs. Muncy at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. In the college football world, Ole Miss leading 23-14 over South Carolina. Michigan 21, Purdue 16, Arizona 52, Colorado 14. San Diego State, of course, leading in this one 17-7. Wyoming, though, will have the ball. It says at the Wyoming 14. That makes no sense. They're going to have it they should have it at the San Diego State 39. NC State up by 15 with 35 seconds go in the third quarter. However, Georgia Tech has the ball at the NC State 3 right now. So a 4-yard run there. Tennessee up 17-16 now. Look at that. Okay, maybe that's straightening out. Nebraska and USC 14-14. Kentucky 10. Auburn 3. Washington State 7. Oregon State 3. Florida State 35. Wake Forest nothing. Unbelievable. Arkansas State 17. Troy 3 at the half. Nightbot used to ban me all the time. Yep, exactly. Go Pokes, roly-poly, or Raleigh-Poly, I should say. Yeah, they... This might be the worst Wyoming game I've covered, Raleigh. Not going to lie. Thanks for the warning. This guy. Well, again, you're fine. I mean, Deacon, you've been pretty chill. I appreciate you. However, the guy known as 6'7", with other words there that are just dumb, he's an idiot. Long-time viewer of the channel. So, anyway, appreciate you guys. 1st and 10. At the 39, Anderson hands it off. This is, I believe, Kelman. Kelman at the 35 before he's driven backwards. So that's a gain of 4. Foles touchdown. Yep. Girlfriend always falls asleep early, so you guys in the chat keep me company. Hey, we're here. Appreciate you. As always, Chris, for hanging out again. Dodgers first, second, nobody out. Ooh. Wyoming losing again. Yep. But hey, I mean, in the fourth quarter, they found some life, at least. USC and Kentucky, I need to. Ooh. 2nd and 6 in the shotgun. Anderson hands it off to Kalman up the middle, breaking a tackle, but is brought down after a gain of 3. Took the Dodgers 2.5. Yeah, I'd say that's a good bet, honestly. That's a great bet, honestly. Anderson hands it off up the middle. He's got some space as he's tripped up at the 28-yard line. Feels like Wyoming is just so close to busting it loose, really, but then just tripped up or something like that. Somebody making a shoestring tackle. First down. By the way, I say 6-7 all the time now, so that's not like a big deal. Actually, I've said it. So I cover high school, the local high school here on the local broadcast. That's why I don't go live on Fridays. And they play this Thursday, so I'm missing Thursday Night Football. I said 6-7 like 10 times. But I'm beloved over here. 1st and 10 at the 28. Anderson drops back, looking, fires to the end zone. Fitzgerald, it's knocked away. Phillips with a great play to knock it away at the last second. Oh my goodness, great defense. Again, that's been San Diego State. Every time you think Wyoming has a chance at the last second, it's either a tripped up shoestring tackle or just a great play on defense to just knock it away at the last second. 2nd and 10, ball at the 28. Hands it off to Scott, and Scott gets destroyed. He does get a couple. So he brought down at the 26-yard line. That was a great play there by Phillips. Makes it 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Approaching the 9-minute mark here. 9:07 left to go in the fourth quarter. Anderson's in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. They need to get to the 17 for a brand new set of downs. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, and down he goes. That's a sack. Henderson oh man, they're all over him. All over Anderson. And this will be interesting. Now, this would be a 51-yarder, and that is not field goal range for Wyoming. So again, it was looking very promising, but all of a sudden they just... Oh, man, they're going to go for it. Oh, wow. They're not going. They're going to kick a field goal. A 50-yard attempt. He kicked one earlier, a 51-yarder, and that was 3 or 4 yards short. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is short again. This one's not even close. Oh, my goodness. Sandvik just doesn't have the boot. He just doesn't have the boot. That was way short. No chance. Oh, my goodness. Sandvik. Well, hey, if you guys can kick it about 45 yards, I would try to head up to Laramie. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more. Oh, I just realized this guy. We'll do that amount of time. I won't tell you, though. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Deacon says Dodgers just got to run. Ooh. 3-2 there in Toronto. Evan out on a sacrifice fly to center fielder Dalton Varsho. Betts scores. Getting interesting there in Toronto. Almost again leading 30-14. South Carolina looking like they will fall to 3-6. Again, they were a popular pick to go to the playoff this year, but not happening for sure. Arizona 52, Colorado 14, NC State 38, Georgia Tech 30, Tennessee 17, Oklahoma 16, 14-14 USC and Nebraska, Kentucky 10, Auburn 3. Washington State 7, Oregon State 3, Florida State 35, Wake Forest nothing, Arkansas State 17, Troy 3. That's what's happening across the sports world right now. Let's see here. Wow, need a kicker. Yeah. Save you. I don't know what you mean there, VP, but yeah, I guess you're getting saved. I don't get why more people don't stream smaller games like this. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. I try. When it comes to college football, that's the only chance I have to survive. So, yeah. Of course, the NFL, I cover like a bunch of stuff, but yeah. I get what you're saying, Peyton. Yeah, this is my 5th time. Just saying, again, not trying to lure you in to subscribe, but that's actually what I'm trying to do. Again, this is like my 5th time covering Wyoming and my 2nd time with San Diego State this year. Get a drive going and put this game away. Again, Thomas, they just don't want to do it. I can't find anyone streaming this game, or we're going to say, yeah. By the way, go Dogs. Oh, well, yeah. I got what you're saying. Auburn is terrible, and Oregon State is on CBS. Yeah, they are. It is 7-3. He wants to watch the preview. Well, tell you what, it's kind of sad what has happened to those two teams, man. I feel like they got messed over in the realignment and all that. They were pretty solid as he hands it off up the middle on 1st and 10, and he gets to about the 35-yard line after a couple. San Diego State just looking to just kind of run this one out. No scoring here in the second half. Fourth quarter's been a little bit more exciting. Proof that games can be exciting when there's no scoring, but yeah, it's still been a rough game as Denegal is going to just wait until this clock pretty much hits 2. I mean, ever had a chance? They had chances. They just didn't take advantage. Denegal is... Oh, they're going to have to hurry. What is he doing? They have to call timeout. Took too much time. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if that's a coaching thing, telling him to hold up or something. That was kind of weird. So timeout because of that. We're going to go to commercial break. Jeez, Beavs are awful. Yeah, no, they're all awful. Again, they're bad, because of what happened to the Pac-12. I mean, if they were in the Big Ten if they went to the ACC, I don't think they would have success. But they were both in the Big Ten. They would probably be much better teams for sure because you have that prestige of the conference. But no one cares about the Pac-12 anymore. No one cares at all. Which the Pac-12 didn't get. I know. Exactly. I completely agree, Thomas. Maybe Cal and Stanford crawl back. That's what I'm hoping for. They don't belong there. They don't belong in the ACC. They have no chance. They have no chance to survive in the ACC. I don't know why they did that. So, yeah, they go to the Pac-12 or the Big Ten. I don't know if the Big Ten would take them, though. That's the thing. They're just not good anymore. I don't know. 2nd and 7, ball at the 36. Hands it off up the middle, and Sutton can't get anything as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. And Wyoming really happy about that tackle. Again, it's really been the Wyoming defense that has kept this a game. I mean, because the Wyoming offense has been absolutely atrocious. I mean, they scored on the first drive of the game. That was a long time ago. So 3rd and 7, ball at the 36. In the pistol, receiver to the right. Tight ends in tight. Denegal hands it off up the middle. This is Sutton, and Sutton can't really find much. He's tackled after a gain of 2. And San Diego State, again, going to have to punt it away. That's really been their thing. Washington State has been solid since the realignment. Let me see. 4-4. What did they do last year? Kind of curious here. I thought they weren't all that great last year. I guess they were pretty good last year. Boots it off. And that's going to be bounced somewhere. I don't know. The camera guy did not show where the ball landed. It's going to be a touchback. I'll tell you what. Yeah, they weren't too bad. But, I mean, they did beat Washington last year. Wow. That's a big win. Did fall apart at the end of the year. Like, okay, that's fair. Yeah, they've been all right. But, you know, again, they're playing like an independent schedule. It's a little different. You know, again, UConn's really good too. I mean, you know, solid. I wouldn't say really good, but, you know, solid. So yeah, it just depends on how you look at it, who you schedule, what's happening. It's just different being in a conference, you know, because those games mean more. There's more pressure when it's a non-conference game. It's like, not saying it's not important, but it's not as meaningful as he hands it off to Harris, and Harris is going to get a couple brought down at the 22. That's just my opinion. Anyway. Stanford versus Cal, the ACC rivalry. Yeah, I know. They don't care right now, but they will. They should. It's definitely impacting them. Need the Dodgers to win, and it'll be a perfect Saturday. Ooh, that's tough. 2nd and 7. In the pistol is Anderson. Anderson hands it off to Harris, and Harris can't find anything. So he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. So my belief that eventually NCAA will have an NFL-type conference system and similar playoff. Yeah, possibly. But you lit it up for Wazoo then when he was there. Yeah, he did. 3rd and 7 for Wyoming. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. Again, that's pretty much the ball. Well, I mean, you know, I imagine if they don't get it here, they'll go for it. In the pistol. Anderson drops back, looking over the middle, moves out of the pocket. He's stumbling out of nowhere. No one's on him. Now it's like he gave up on the play, and now he's sacked. What in the world? Anderson tripped up from nobody, and then he stopped running after that. He's like, oh, wait, I'm still playing. What in the world? Anderson. Jeez, That is a tough one there. This will be the final score. Well, if they go for it here and they don't get it, then yeah. Then I don't know about that, you know. Well, they are going to punt it, so yeah, you're probably right. 17-7. Yeah, I don't know what Anderson was doing. He started stumbling out of nowhere. That is what it is as he punts it away. Not a good punt, and that's going to be outside of bounds at the 40. Yeah, so there's some jawing back and forth. But yeah, it's like he stopped running, though. As soon as he recovered, it's like he forgot there was two guys blitzing him right behind him. He's like, oh, snap. And then he started taking off running. It didn't matter at that point. He literally gave up. That was so weird. That was just weird and just not good. Anderson again with a rough night. 10 for 21, 82 yards and 3 picks. Not his best night at all. You need Wyoming to cover the 10.5. This guy. Possibly happens here. 1st and 10. In the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Denegal hands it off up the middle as he crosses the 40 and is brought down at the 44-yard line. And I wonder if Wyoming will take a timeout. I imagine they will. I'm going to hide the screen real quick. I'm still here, of course. Just checking out some things on my end real quick. Because I do have another stream happening right after this, and it's going to be cutting it really close. Of course, I will finish this game, obviously. Just making sure that everything is lined up for right after. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, you know, the game was okay. Could have been better, I guess. But, you know, it's fine. Actually, the fourth quarter wasn't too bad. Again, there was no scoring, but, you know, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay, looks like we're all good. We're all lined up after this. Talking about the group of 5 contenders again, a lot of them. And you can say San Diego State is definitely in there. They are looking at it. 2nd and 5 at the 44. Denegal hands it off up the middle. And he's got the first down crossing the 50. Brought down at the 44. Sutton crossing, of course, the 100-yard mark. And crossing the 50, of course, in that one. I'm not going to say it's going to be the game, but that is a killer. So 1st and 10 for the Aztecs. Senegal in the pistol. Looks like there are 2 tight ends to the right. One receiver to each side. And Senegal will take the snap, and there's a timeout. No, it's a false start. False start on San Diego State. Jays has scored 4-2. Ooh, Blue Jays looking good. Blue Jays leading 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Springer's 3 for 3 tonight. Jeez, I think Springer wants it. I don't know. Could be wrong. 1st and 15. In the pistol is Senegal. They're at the 50. Senegal will hand it off up the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. And that is the dagger. Well, I guess pending the extra point, but yeah. That just, it was straight up the middle. There's no one there. Sutton now with 158 on the ground. I mean, yeah, now it looks like he's been shredding him. And he has. Again, it's really just been a lot of 4-yard runs. But that time he broke loose. Toronto's starting for a championship. They are. We're pending the extra points. Again, a 50-yard run by Sutton, making it a 23-7 game. Snap, hold, kick. It is up. It is good. It's now 24-7. It's a 3-score game here in San Diego. Maple Leafs let them all down. Let them down all that time. All the time. Oh, yeah, they let them down all the time, yeah. Maple Leafs, they haven't won it since like the 50s or something like that. Right up the middle. Terrible pursuit there by the safety. I don't know what Thomas was doing. What the heck? Here's some suspect stuff here. I might be dying here soon, folks. Who knows? Hopefully not. So we're just pending the kickoff here, and again, I imagine Wyoming will try to score and all that stuff, you know, like they've been trying, I guess, the whole time, but they'll actually move the ball down the field. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the defense is still locked in. I won't play prevent. No reason to play prevent. They don't need to do that. Or play soft coverage. As here is the kickoff. And that's going to be booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Sutton is the hero. Yeah, Sutton had just a consistent game. That's all he was just doing. He was just 4 yards to carry, then finally get his due, with a 50-yard run. San Diego State at Hawaii, then they host Boise State here on the CBS Sports Network. I can call that one for sure. Then they host San Jose, and then they're at New Mexico. New Mexico being sneaky decent this year as well. Whoa, what are you hearing? I don't know. A lot of stuff happening. I don't know. A lot of weird stuff. 1st and 10 here in the shotgun. Anderson drops back, steps up, fires. It is caught. Oh, he just dropped it. Richardson wide open. But I guess Casper was too good on the coverage as that falls incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10 coming up. Getting rated? No, but definitely. I don't know. That was just odd. Heard whistling, like outside my window. Like, okay, I'm going to die. I don't know. Hopefully that was not outside my window and it was just something else over there. 2nd and 10, Anderson drops back. Oh, free pass rusher, and that is a free sack. Trey White knocking him down. That's a loss on the play, a loss of 9. And it's 3rd down, 3rd and long. This has just been a rough performance for Wyoming and their offense. I mean, if you're a Wyoming fan, this is rough. Looks like it's a bubble screen. It's caught by DeBlanc. He's at the 20 and brought down around the 24-yard line. That is a gain of 8. That'll make it 4th and 11. I imagine they'll take us to the 2-minute warning, and then they'll snap the play after this one. Or, start this one after. Snap it after the 2-minute warning. Yep. 2-minute warning, 24-7. San Diego State leading 24-7. I just said it multiple times in a row. I literally have nothing else to say. This game has been not great. One-sided as far as yards go. San Diego State 394, Wyoming 182. 4 turnovers by Wyoming, 2 turnovers by San Diego State. 16 first downs for San Diego State to 9. Penalties, 8 for San Diego State, 78 yards. 6 penalties, 41 yards. Wyoming 6 for 16. San Diego State 2 for 11. Possession was about the same, to be honest. In the other games happening, let's see here. Ole Miss going to move to 8-1. They lead 30-14. Arizona 52. Colorado 14. NC State up by 11 again, 41-30. Tennessee leading 17-16 over Oklahoma. USC 21, Nebraska 17. Pardon me. Kentucky 10, Auburn 3, Oregon State 9, Washington State 7, Florida State 42, Wake Forest 7, Arkansas State 20, Troy 3, and Cincinnati, Utah. That should be a good game tonight. I imagine most people will probably watch that one. 0-0. Again, I'm covering Hawaii and San Jose State after this one. Hopefully that one's decent, man. I hope so. I would like to see a good game. Would like to see a good game tonight, or just today. It's been just a bunch of blowouts today. In the World Series, it is 4-2. Blue Jays still up. It's in the top of the 7th. Ohtani's at the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the night. It's like he takes a ball inside, and it's 1-0. 83 on the splitter. Yes, I do call baseball as well, folks, but obviously not calling the game tonight. I'll be back, of course, next year if you guys are interested in any of that. Aztecs have been doing defensively the same to every team. Offense has been pretty spotty, but happy coach stuck with Lucky the whole game. Oh, yeah, Sutton is so good, for sure. I'm going Hawaii and over. Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, San Jose, it's shocking to me. San Jose State favored. I don't really know much about Hawaii. I don't think I've covered them at all. I don't think I've covered San Jose State. I could be wrong on that, but I'm shocked that they're definitely they're the favorite. So it's going to be 4th and 11. This is pretty much the ball game. I mean, it pretty much already is decided, but, for the, drama purposes, they need to get to the 35 to keep this game alive. Anderson in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Anderson drops back. They're only sending 4. Anderson steps up. Shovel pass to the tight end, who was covered. Oh, my goodness. That's a gain of 3, and of course that is a turnover on downs. Oh, geez. Anderson just horrible tonight. I mean, there's no way to. I'm sorry if you like Anderson, you're related to Anderson. Horrible night. That was the worst game I've seen Anderson play for sure, and it's not even close. 12 for 24, 93 yards and 3 picks. The Wazoo game was similar, but coach trying to get chunks while Lucky was having a good game. Gotcha. Jay's bringing Yesevich back in. Hawaii is good. Yeah, they are good, but San Jose State is the favorite, so they're just going to take some knees here. I imagine Wyoming will not take a time. If they take a timeout, they're kind of jerks. Not going to lie if they do that. So, yeah. Well, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to get ready for the other stream. Again, I'm still going to call it, though, until its conclusion. I'm probably, though, as soon as that knee is done, I'm going to switch over to that stream. More than welcome to join me there. I will probably be sending you guys there if you guys, want some more coverage. Again, we can just chat football the whole night. Hopefully it's a good game. But like I said, again, San Jose State's favored by 2.5. That is very interesting to me. So, again, they're going to take another knee here. As that will probably be the final score again. 24-7. San Diego State keeping their playoff hopes alive. 7-1, looking to be that group of 5 team. I'd like to see a year where there's 2 group of 5 teams because one of them just, or both of them just were so good they went undefeated. I'd like to see that, and hopefully I see it in the near future. So, but yeah. Not this year, though. We need both teams to go undefeated to have that conversation. And, of course, they're already talking about expansion as well, which is, I don't know. I think it's good the way it is, but that's just me. Thank you again. Sending good vibes from Abby in Canada. Appreciate you again, Sir Spot. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you like and subscribe. It's completely free to do so. If not, well, maybe if I see you again, definitely do it then. But you should definitely do it now. But it's all cool. Appreciate you, though. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Again, I'll be covering another game. Hopefully that one is more exciting, and you can kind of see the full potential. And again, I'll be back on tomorrow if you're not interested. Again, plenty of football, NFL, Steelers, Colts, Jaguars, Raiders, Seahawks, and the Redskins. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see some of you guys in a few minutes. Peace and good night.